Hello, hello, ladies and gelatins. Welcome to another rousing round of Slay the Princess, or for everyone who's been here before. And I would hope, if you haven't been here before, if you haven't been at the beginning, this is going to be technically nothing but spoilers because I'm also going to be skipping past the things that we've done before because the goal here is to try to get as many new things as possible this time. And I mean, I think I might have already gotten the best ending, but we're going to see. And honestly, I might actually aim for the worst ending. But yeah, so thank you for the Hail Hydrate, the sticks to you. As always, Aldsheen, always good time, and Kira. So you made it back for more Princess Sling. All right, I want to hit load game, but it wouldn't do anything good for me because it's literally the beginning of the thing. We actually have to press a new game, which is crazy. So, right. So basically, yeah,
You're
we're trying to
on a
do
path
things
in the woods,
differently.
and at the end of that path,
We're gonna skip past a lot of stuff we've already done.
And in the basement of that cabin is a
I'm gonna wait for
princess.
him to finish talking. And also, I don't think we will be blessed with her presence again, but if we are, that would be lovely. I mean, as always. Honestly, yeah, that was such a... My mind is completely blown the last time. It was pretty awesome. Super great experience. I'll keep that in my pocket forever. You know, one of those, this is a core memory type of moments. Right. So yeah, so not just kill everything because we've actually done some of the kill things once. Actually, the one I wanted to start with is I had an idea for one because I think we've done a lot of the ones going, but I don't think we started with like going and like dropping the knife. I don't think we've done a lot of those.
We're not going to go through. Ignore.
Right. I did have
The interior of the blade.
So I did have one, it's not a complaint, but one wish. This is a wish that I have for the game. So I love how when you've already gone through one mini loop, they make it so you can't accidentally get the same ending again. Now, what I would like is that for the whole game. I would like to keep that because, especially with the jelly brain, ADHD jelly brain, my ability to remember exactly what I've done before is not great. However, my plan is I'm pretty okay with, I think if we get to like the similar sort of ending that we've had before, I'll just definitely remember if at minimum, did I kill that princess or not? And I will try to do the exact opposite. But either way, we'll just do our best here. So, all right.
You take
have the blade
from the table.
Planning to drop it.
The door to the basement creaks up. Her voice.
Who's there?
She sounds. Don't let it fool you.
Okay. Hey.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Okay, I know I said I was going to skip a lot, but I also just... I love the atmosphere of the game, so sometimes I am going to hear things I heard before. Especially, honestly, like the princess's lines, because they get me, like, so into the game, you know, like, big vibes. Switch.
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Oh, we've done that a couple times, and we'll probably do that again, but we'll see. Look, I haven't decided yet.
How about you drop the knife, and the two of us just talk?
Look how reasonable she's being. We should just drop the blade and talk. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want.
Okay, dropping it.
The blade tumbles out.
Thank you.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face, unarmed.
I like how there's an immediate difference between if you go down here unarmed like her voice is completely and totally different, and like her eyes and her how she approaches you, how she looks at you is completely different. And dropping the blade is completely different again, like versus hanging on to the blade. Like there's a lot of detail in here. Also, yeah, the narrator is doing a great job, but narrator, the character, we don't like him. But this run at the end, I don't know. I'm really considering at the end we're probably gonna actually slay her, but all I want to do is not get the same ending, so we'll see. There will be slaying in the meantime.
We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Okay, I mean, maybe we could start being a little nice to her, considering there's probably going to be a lot of murder afterwards. It's pretty awkward.
I know. I just said that.
I think I just come here. Any reason? That'd be ridiculous.
And yet you hesitated the moment you saw me. And you dropped your knife. If killing me was really that important, you'd have a little more gumption, don't you think? So, someone put you up to this, right? And whoever it is, it's probably the same someone who shoved me into this dark pit and chained me to a wall.
That's a fair question. Who chained her in this basement? And if she's
Don't
so
remember this
dangerous,
dialogue.
how did they manage to trap her? Why have we been left to do their dirty work? Don't
She
give away the
remembers
game.
someone pushing her.
Don't let her
That's
distract
actually really
you.
interesting.
That's exactly what she wants.
I'm right, aren't I? So who put you up to this?
Cool. Okay. There's not an option to answer who. I can't be like, yo, there's a narrator. Okay, fine. So how'd I get you out of here?
Can't. Don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure they're. Well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Her sharp eye. She isn't suggesting she is.
Okay. All right. We've talked enough.
Have you decided what to.
You know why you're here.
Let's get you out of here.
Have to. You walk up to the chains binding. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
If you don't have the key, maybe you should go looking for it.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
Okay. All right, cool. Second thing.
I'll be here.
You attempt to make someone else.
All right, we already know that you're stuck down here.
You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Surprise, surprise.
The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
She didn't bite her own arm this time. Let's do it.
Against your better judgment.
Oh, it still shows this
place
same
the
thing.
blade against the princess's
That's clever,
arm,
right in the same
just
place where
above
she
the
bit it.
massive, unyielding chain. You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and you make quick work of it. Before long, you're able to crack through bone, and she pulls the bleeding. She didn't so much as utter a
It's
sound.
still really concerning. Like this. This is one of those frames where you're just like, ooh.
Free from her bindings, the princess turns. How is she so composed after losing?
Thank you. Now let.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high.
Okay,
You can't
okay.
just let her escape into the world.
So
No.
taking
As the
over.
princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps. Wait, this isn't fair. Watch me.
No.
Stop that.
I thought this was a little too easy.
Oh, that's different than the last time, because the last time when we warned her, like the knife got thrown down the stairs and we picked it up and then we were just like, oh no, and she was just like, what's going on? Like she was super innocent. She's not innocent this time. Okay, so if we go the route of I think it's where we start. I think it branches from, if we go down there with the knife, she's gonna start off being colder. So at minimum, if we go to the colder directions, we have to start with the knife.
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back, but the princess swiftly moves out of the way before you can connect. Stop it! Stop resisting me! I am trying to get you out of here alive.
No. No. Just...
The blade.
Yeah, look,
Move
she's different.
The blade.
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes. I'll make this quick.
Oh, so she's still
She
gonna
steps
kill me.
forward and pries the blade from your rigid hand.
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
And then she slits your throat with an almost clinical ease.
Oh, I love how that's different. Because the last time she was like saying, I'm sorry. But now she's just like, shh.
Her face remains unchanged as she watches you collapse to the ground, blood flowing from your butchered neck. This is the end, isn't it? I'm afraid it is.
Well,
Everything goes
it's really
dark,
nothing for us.
and you die. I hope
The prisoner. That's a new one. Okay.
you're on a path you're here.
Yes. You bastard, you're in for it now. I'm wise to your tricks.
Trick. Don't forget what he did to us the last time around. I wouldn't trust a word out of
Skeptic.
his mouth.
All right.
There's got to be a way out of here, for us and for the princess. We just have to keep trying. I'm inclined to agree. If he doesn't remember what happened, and as far as trying to help her,
Thank you.
she will lie. Yes, don't believe a word she says. Just go in, take the knife, and do what you're supposed to. Wink.
Wink. Wink. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Did you just say wink out loud? No, I didn't. Wink. Just ignore this clown and focus on the princess.
From what I can tell, the voices are kind of a mirrored effect from... are kind of a mirrored effect of, like, what's happening to both of you. Like, the evolution seemed to happen to both of you at the same time. Just not exactly the same.
The interior of the cabin is less a cozy woodland retreat and more like a dungeon. A few pathetic wisps of starlight attempt to illuminate the cold, uninviting stone walls, and thick, wrought iron bars barricade the windows, reminding anyone who enters that this is a prison. The only furniture of note is an iron table, bolted to the floor, a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Yeah, we don't need to talk about the mirror. We already know everything about the mirror.
You take the blade, good idea.
Alright. Have the blade. Go to the basement.
The door to the basement.
Because now it could be
creaks
different
open,
whether or not we take the
revealing
blade
an
for
old
the
stone
prison or not. Like,
staircase.
that's probably two entirely different
Few
paths.
sputtering torches attempt to vaguely illuminate your path, dancing across glimmering patches of slimy moss on the stone steps. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
Why would a player choose this thing? Why would you do this thing? Like, it only just makes me... I mean, it makes people want to do things more. These designers definitely understand that reverse psychology, even though everyone knows about it, still works.
Her voice, harsh but controlled, carries up the stairs.
Is that a visitor I hear? Please, come downstairs. It's been a while since I've had company.
Does she remember us?
Oh, she remember us.
You walk down the
Oh.
stairs and lock
Oh,
eyes
that's-
with the princess.
It's a lot of
She
chains.
looks up at you, the heavy collar around her neck clanking loudly as she moves, the chains binding both her wrists to the far wall, joining the metallic chorus as she adjusts her hands in her lap.
You shouldn't be watching streams during lectures. I mean, listen, I appreciate that when people are here, but like lectures are important too. Mostly, it's like, yeah, it's all you have to do is accidentally unplug your headphones, and oh, it's bad. Okay.
Should we be worried about the one around her neck? Why would you be worried about her restraints? If anything, they'll make your job easier.
I do wonder why she has one around her
Have you
neck.
noticed the empty chain on the wall? Odd that in a place where everything seems to serve a distinct purpose, there would be something so obviously useless.
Oh, okay, it's on an online lecture. Okay, that actually changes things. You do what you do. Yeah, no, she's like legit chained this time. I don't think she can escape like the other ones, so...
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
Okay. She wants to chat with me? Alright.
You step towards the princess, but she stops you before you get too close, holding up one shackled hand.
There's fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance until we've sorted this out.
Oh, she seems like she's like really analytical. She's not on my side, because I helped her, but it's different the way I helped her.
That's reasonable.
Cautious
We
help.
do have a weapon. Might as well put her at ease.
Sit closer. I don't think that's a good idea.
You do as she asks and sit on the floor, still a good distance away from her.
Thank you. Now, what are your intentions for me?
What do you mean by my intentions?
Yes, your intentions. You have a knife. What are you going to do with it? Why are you here?
These are all
There
great
isn't a keyhole in
questions.
these shackles, so I'm afraid my only way out is surgical removal.
Is she forgetting about the shackle on her neck?
Yeah, I was like just about to say like, this isn't like the arm thing. Can we walk out with a princess head?
Or does she think she'd survive a beheading?
That's
You're
interesting.
right.
That would be a
Maybe
different kind of
she's
princess.
delusional. All the more reason not to trust her. Unless she really could survive.
Ooh.
Though I suppose you could just be here to kill me. But I don't think that's in either of our best interests.
Okay, so what happened after I died last time?
Oh, are we talking about that? I thought we weren't going to give away the game. But sure, I'll fill you in. Nothing happened. You died. I went upstairs. I couldn't leave. I found myself in a new place in chains again. More of them.
Okay, so she went upstairs and then suddenly poof.
And now you're back.
Is that really all she knows? It's not like we have much of a clue about how things work. And she's probably even more in the dark than we are.
You're looking at me like I might be hiding something. I'm not.
I guess it's possible she really doesn't know anything. Maybe both of us are stuck in this loop without any idea why or how. First you make a comment about having been here before, and now this.
Is she talking to the narrator, really?
As much as I would like to remain in denial, it's no use. It's complicated things. How, exactly? Ideally, this was supposed to be one and done. You go to the cabin, you heroically slay the princess, and in the process you save the entire world from being damned to oblivion. The situation right now, where you're getting a second shot at things, is a contingency.
But she doesn't know about the narrator in this version of her, because like every time we talked to her before, she didn't know about the narrator until like something revealed him and we didn't talk about him. I actually totally would have given him away if we were given the option. It's like, oh, who put you up to this? There was no option that could say, hey, there's a guy in my head called a narrator.
A contingency for what? For you failing, obviously. And you being here means that things are going to be a lot harder than they were. I really shouldn't say anything else, I'm just going to make it worse. Just good luck. If you knew this could happen, why didn't you tell us? All of this is incredibly valuable information. It would have changed our actions considerably. I needed you to be in the dark for as long as I could keep you there. It's important. Necessary, even. And maybe I wanted to be the first version of me that you met. I didn't want to be confronted by the alternative. That's pathetic. I never said I wasn't.
I get it. It would be pretty upsetting, wouldn't it? To know that you might not be the first version of yourself. At least we can remember what happened before. Seems like we should count ourselves lucky for that.
Yeah, we can remember what happened before. But not the times before that, before I was forced to press a new game.
Exactly. He gets it. You're lucky. So don't waste that luck by
Only
messing
I
it up.
remember everything.
All right?
Is Jellycat the meta voice then? That might be accurate. Since there's all these voices in the head and none of them remember because they're from a different place. But the narrator remembers the least, and he's from an even more different place, and I'm from the most different place of all, outside the game. And I remember everything. Actually, it's not true. My memory's not good enough to remember everything. I remember all the princesses we ran into. I don't remember all the ways we got there.
Moving on. Why is it important for us to be ignorant? How is it ever helpful to be in the dark? The more I say, the more your mind will swim into dangerous waters. Even saying that is too much. Your success hinges on you having imperfect information. For the sake of the entire world, you need to accept that. I won't. Fine, but you won't get another word from me on them. Yeah, sure. We'll see about that. Just give it a rest. This isn't helping.
Focus. This is a serious situation. You shouldn't be daydreaming.
Oh, okay, so actually she was just waiting for us to say something while we're talking inside her own head. Okay, You're not like a threat. Okay, I don't want to do that this time, but honestly, I might try to get this one again to get this one because I think it might actually be different than the previous one I've had before, but that's not the route I'm going this time. Ooh, I am actually curious.
I don't know, but you could always try it on. Maybe it'll fit.
I hope I don't actually have to say this, but please don't lock yourself in chains. We need you ambulatory if you're going to save the world.
That would be a completely... Well, listen, I'm just gonna take a look at it though. Like maybe it has something written on it. Maybe it is supposed to be meant for us. Like has our name on it, and that would be like, whoa. That would be some new information about this. Also, it's definitely a direction that doesn't involve slaying yet. So let's see what happens.
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Oh, if the narrator says it's not a good idea, then we should definitely
Why
do it.
is that? Do I even need to explain myself? It's a shackle and it's one without a key. Do you want to be stuck here like she is? And what? Is it going to lock the second we put our wrist into it? I don't know. Maybe it will. He doesn't want us to look at it. That's all the reason we need to investigate.
Maybe it has the narrator's name
What
on
if he's
it.
telling the truth?
I am skeptical about the narrator.
He isn't. I am.
I'm looking at it.
Against your better judgment, you approach the chain dangling from the far wall. The princess watches you with faux disinterest as you inspect it, though she can't fully hide her curiosity.
Oh, so she really doesn't know. I mean, I guess she could have looked at it before, but
I don't want to say what I'm supposed to say next.
why? What's written on
What is
there?
that supposed to mean?
Yes, it's bad. Come out and say it then. You're just wasting time. Fine. As you hoist the shackle, its heft shifts within your grasp, as if pulled by some odd magnetism. Before you can so much as blink, it practically leaps from your hands, snapping around your neck.
Thank you for the confetti cannon. Apparently, I have discovered how to get myself magically imprisoned. Okay, so the chains are alive. Is that why she most of the time can't get out? And now I guess I'm in here too. Okay, so it wasn't writing. It was just the narrator. Did he know?
And, as if your situation weren't bad enough, the same magnetism repels your blade, which is flung from your hand and sent skittering across the floor of the basement.
Excuse me? Yes? Are we stuck here now? Yes.
Chivo, become your own jailer. Whoops. Wow, this is a totally
So it
different
does
angle.
fit. And I guess it doesn't like your knife. We're stuck here together, aren't we? That's funny.
What are we supposed to do now?
Can't even cut ourselves out. Guess we'll starve.
That's horrible.
It's not all bad. We learned a valuable piece of information.
Hey, that's true. That's true. And then when we inevitably die again, something different will happen.
Not to touch things we're specifically told not to touch.
No, that there's something special about this loose chain. It's clearly important.
So we're both stuck here.
Yep.
What should we do?
Wait, I guess. Maybe something else will happen. Maybe not.
Did you know this was gonna happen?
No.
Not one for small talk, are you?
Nope.
That's rude.
Okay, guess we'll just
You and the
wait.
princess wait in silence, though neither of you knows what you're waiting for. But you're waiting for something. You're waiting for anything. This is so boring.
There must be something we can do to get out of here. There must be something we're missing.
But there isn't. Time passes.
Ooh.
It passes and passes and passes.
Oh my
And the
god.
basement of the cabin remains much the same. It is cold and silent.
I would love to see the reversal one. I mean, this seems like it would be the most obvious way to trigger it, right? If that's a thing.
At least the world is safe. It isn't. You're stuck. Too far away from both the princess and your blade to do much of anything. But she's not ending anything. She's just sitting there.
Yeah, she's not
Her
doing
very
anything.
existence is a threat. It harms everything around it.
How exactly does that work?
It just does.
That's true. Generally, like when we don't have the knife, she doesn't want to approach us with the knife. She doesn't care about killing us.
But
Your line of questioning is interrupted by the passage of even more time. And after that, even more time passes again.
My question is interrupted by time. How?
Let me guess. The cabin remains the same.
if time is passing, the cabin can't be the same. Even if the differences are small, they have to exist. That's just how things work.
That is accurate. Oh, it's
I
darker.
suppose you're correct. Things are changing. The differences are small at first, a bit of weathering here, a bit of erosion there, but then they get larger and larger.
Have you noticed the basement changing?
I don't like small talk. Remember?
How is that small talk? That's big talk. That's the concept of like listen, do we need to come up with her and it's like, hey, do you believe in an afterlife? Like what kind of not small talk does she expect? She just doesn't like talk.
Still rude. You
Oh,
continue
okay.
to wait in silence, and the cabin continues to change. The decay comes faster now. You can see earth through holes in the stonework, can watch lichen spread along the seams of the walls.
I wonder. I feel like all of it was a lot of work. Just like, I feel like the scripts, writing all the scripts and keeping track of all the threads was probably the bigger one. But it all turns out to be a lot of work. Because like the scripts are first, and then the size of the script then creates the size of everything else, like the art, etc., etc. And there are a couple places where already I've noticed where they've been able to like save, because a lot of points, especially at the beginning, are the same. The game scripts. I mean, probably not for that. I definitely think it's like the writing for the game and just keeping track of everything.
That doesn't make sense. Has our entire concept of time changed? What happened to starving? We should have
This is
died
a
by
good
now if the
point.
rocks around us are starting to erode.
She hasn't starved.
I guess we're not dying. Listen, she has never died for any reason other than knife.
I guess she hasn't.
Even more silent time passes as you watch roots push themselves through the increasingly porous walls of the basement.
Still in a
Dirt seeps
basement?
inside, flowing across the stone floor like a liquid, covering the ground and threatening to swallow you both. Time continues to pass and pass until suddenly there are no walls. And then... And?
I think he's gone.
Would you look at that? We made it out of the cabin, and nothing bad had to happen to either of us.
Whoa. That I did not expect from this angle. Cool. Oh, but I see the things coming in, so it's the same.
So this is the outside world. It's cold.
And she gets taken away. The first of many. But you don't get the chance to respond. Something is taking her away, and it's left something else in her
She's
stead.
gone. Is that a... I'm begging you. This...
You're right. Part of me wants the truth, but something stronger is holding me back. Fear.
The voices feel small, distant as you approach. Silence as you reach forward, they're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see this. It's you. It's me! Bird. Yeah, I haven't played. Scarlet Hollow is their other game. Yeah, I definitely haven't played it. But I mean, after this, I'm definitely interested. Oh, I like how there's like the one on the shoulder there. This one's like a lot more getting hugged than the previous. Okay. I guess we'll just go through the whole. What do you think I am?
I think that you are like we are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks. Yes. This
I don't know
one
if
is
like
cold
clicking all these
and
options
cynical.
matters.
Do not
I guess
mourn
it's
her.
explore, so
She
maybe it
doesn't
doesn't.
need to be protected any longer.
It might be why that's the thing. Attack the entity. How? Okay, what happens now?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Aren't you scared I'll find a way to kill you?
I have not lived.
Okay, I remember asking this the first time. Okay, make me forget.
She asks that you won't.
Yes, the prisoner.
You're on a path. You're here.
Da-da-da-da.
You make your way. Warn. She will lie. We're not going to go through with it. Ignore him.
To the cabin. Okay,
The
so we're
interior
gonna
of
go
the
in there, we're gonna
cabin is
drop the
almost
knife
into the
again, and we'll
blade
see
is
what's
your input.
available to us. That's the plan.
You take the.
Because it
Door
won't
to
let us
the-
do the
oh,
same
boy.
thing
Who's
again.
there?
She sounds. Don't let it fool you.
Well, let's
Good.
just go down.
You're still listening to. You walk down the stairs. She's so cold. Focus on the task.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Maybe. What? No way. God. God.
That giant knife you're holding kind of gives it away, doesn't it?
The blade. Of course she doesn't want to talk. Who'd want to have a conversation at knife point? We should drop it. Don't you dare.
Oh, we're
It's
definitely
fine.
dropping it.
We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, a Killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Grab it.
The blade,
Thank you. Maybe now we can just...
against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face. Unarmed. We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
I mean, I'm here because you're supposed to end the world.
Just tell her that.
I'm pretty sure she...
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world.
Have you even experienced the world?
I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
Just how long has she been down here?
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so... dangerous?
I was hoping you'd tell me.
Ending the world seems like an awful lot for just one person to do. I wouldn't even know where to start.
That is fair.
I believe her. She doesn't have to know how to destroy the world to be capable of doing it.
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust. Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why. That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you either. Otherwise, we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
She has a point. There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number of good things that I'm sure you think you want to hear. But you don't really know me, do you? What can my word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
She's right about one thing. Her word isn't worth anything.
Like I said, it's all about trust. Blind trust. So do you trust me, the prisoner, the victim, the princess clearly incapable of ending the world? Or do you
She's wrong. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch no less.
I mean, I'm of the opinion that I don't think every game needs voice acting. I think it's a choice to have voice acting, and I think every game that decides to or to not have it, it's an artistic choice. The same way, like, this game is made in this kind of, like, really cool, sketchy style versus other styles. Like, voice acting it's a ton of work. So I think for this game, it's definitely a hugely beneficial thing because it helps you feel, I think, closer to the emotions that the emotions and the changing emotions of the princess. God.
She hesitates.
You can address me as
Okay.
your...
Again,
Or all right, we've talked enough.
Oh, have you just...
you know.
I'm gonna keep you locked here and figure it out.
That seems like a pretty good compromise. Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon,
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. And if you don't, I can promise that you'll come to regret that decision.
you have to make a...
Okay. So I don't know if that's going to change anything, but let's try to get Prisoner again and see if we can do the part where we walk out with her head. Because it'll stop me, right? It'll stop me. Okay.
Oh, for the love of...
That was great. What's that?
Good. I'm glad you've come to your senses.
You're making a huge... No. You're doing the... You walk up to the chains, binding that they're large and heavy.
I'm guessing you...
Maybe it's some doubtful.
We're gonna go. Key.
Well,
She speaks. We were
Okay.
stuck down here for long enough. I'm sure we'd be not. You were someone.
Yes. Return.
You make your way back.
Don't
to
have the
bottom.
key.
It's easier for every.
I heard the door slam. The knife.
You won't.
Okay, yeah, no, it's still lit us. It'll lit us. So apparently going that direction, there's another angle for it. But okay.
Against your bet, you cut into the blade. She didn't so much as a. How is she so
Sound effects.
composed of?
Thank you.
No, we won't have it as the princess. Wait, this is watch me.
Oh, we can't warn her this time. Okay, so we can't get the prisoner again. So, all right. Apparently, we have to choose one of these many slay options.
You bring the blade down on, okay? Though the blade left a deep gash in her shoulder, she barely so
Oh.
much as flinches.
Didn't kill
turning
her.
around to stare at you in.
Are you serious? I don't know what came over you, but if we're doing this, I guess I'll have to kill you. Do you think I need both of my arms to do that? I can beat you to death with one. But I don't have to tell you that. I'll go ahead and show you.
Can we? Oh, I don't know. Either slay the princess or give up. I honestly think that it might be the same one here. Let's try to give up.
As the blade falls from your trembling hands, the princess rears back, readying a bone-shattering haymaker. You fall to your knees, barely able to process the ringing in your ears before she hits you again. Every blow is as punishing as the first.
Oh.
You feel bones shatter with every
that's
impact,
brutal.
unknown ruptures blossoming with blood somewhere inside of you. If we're lucky, the wound you manage to inflict will be enough to at least delay her escape from this place. If we're very lucky, we'll kill her before she gets out.
Oh, too weak to even try fighting back. How disappointing.
She places a confident heel on your chest and pushes you down to the ground.
Oh,
Her knee falls to your throat, your windpipe crushed beneath a weight you didn't think
MMA
her slight
princess.
form could possibly possess. It can't just end like this, right? I'm sorry. Everything goes dark.
tower.
You're
Oh,
on a path.
this is another way to the tower.
And at the end of that path is that you're here to slay her. She will. We might as well just pledge ourselves to her and
Well.
stop pretending we're capable of doing anything in this situation. She
Okay,
probably
actually,
doesn't
I
even need
remember-
to try to overpower us.
So this is the first one that we did. This is the first one. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna try to do this differently this time.
Can we tone down the pessimism just a smidge? I'm not being a pessimist. I'm just being realistic. You're being annoying. Just ignore their bickering, and whatever you do, don't pledge yourself to her. I agree. If she's wrongfully imprisoned, then we should rescue. So please,
Okay,
if
let's
that's
do
what
this.
you want. The interior of the blade is your implement.
The knife.
What do we don't feel?
I'm pretty sure we're gonna end up pledging ourselves to her because we can't kill her this time. So maybe we can just go without the blade.
No
Just go
blade,
in.
blade, no blade. It doesn't matter. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a spiral stair. This is actually still a stone basement. Her booming voice rolls.
Is that a guest I hear? Don't linger on the stairs. Come down and witness me.
You weren't kidding. You shouldn't. We need to get down there. Should
Yes,
we
we
be
do. We do
worried
need to
about
see
it?
her.
It doesn't matter.
Yep, it's time to pledge ourselves.
Making your way down the spiral staircase is
But
a
maybe we
time-consuming and
resist a little
exhausting
bit.
effort.
I mean,
Every
we
step
don't have a
requiring
knife.
you to clamber over one edge before dropping to the next. But soon the end comes into view, and you tumble to the bottom, entering the vast, temple-like room beyond. The princess towers over you.
Gosh,
almost
she's even
glowing in
more
the weak
gorgeous than I
starlight.
remembered.
Her figure framed by a
Yes.
stained glass window. The chain is nothing to her. It might as well be a toy for all the good it would do. I told you it was pointless to resist her.
The little bird has returned to me. I wonder what he wants. I see your hands are empty. You've already given up, haven't you? You aren't even going to try and kill me. How sweet.
Hail Hydrate.
And more than a little disappointing.
She's disappointed in us?
Listen, we can go back and get the knife.
Kneel.
No?
But the words don't leave your mouth.
Oh,
Instead, you're
That's my good little bird. Now, why don't we talk? The last time we met, you told me I was destined to end the world. That thought wrapped itself around my heart. It has pulled at me since the moment I squeezed the life out of your broken lungs. I could feel its fundamental truth awaken me. The collapse of the old is a necessary prelude to the birth of the new, and the world as it is now is overdue for alterations. It's time for me to seize my destiny, and you, little bird, will help me seize it.
Okay, goddess. Let's do this.
Well, that gives away the game, doesn't it?
Yeah, Toad send me a screenshot. If you already have it just on hand, hell yeah, send to me on Discord. Yeah, I wonder, yeah, okay, so is it specifically triggered by telling her that she will end the world? Okay, so at minimum, we can't tell her that again, or maybe it won't let us tell her that again.
It does. But why did she say the last time we...
She's right. We've been here before.
We've died here before. Pitifully. We might as well do what she asks of us and help her. She is inevitable. Can't you feel it?
I feel it, Mr. Krabs.
He's being melodramatic, but the point stands. What are we even supposed to do to stop her?
I mean, she's literally a goddess. We're not gonna stop
Well,
her.
be damned. That's not good. Okay. First things first, you're going to have to stuff those pessimistic thoughts someplace far, far away and commit yourself to what needs to be done.
I got stuck in the corner. Apparently, that's where I had to be to get the tea.
The stakes of the situation should be perfectly clear to everyone now. If you're going to save the world, you have to have faith that you can pull this off. You can't win a battle that you've already lost in your mind.
Oh yeah, no, totally. It is shifted up. It's just when I tried to make it full, like when I tried to make it bigger, what happened was that it would just start cutting it off, and so I just decided to leave a black border instead of, you know, cutting off any part of the game. Okay. You know, what would you have me do? What have you planned?
All you have to do is break these chains and set me free.
No, it's been like this the whole time, actually. You've just noticed this for the first time. If you're so powerful, can't you just break the chains yourself?
Don't be rude. Of course she can. It's not rude to question someone who's apparently trying to end the world. That's exactly why it's rude. We should know our place.
I can, easily. But that isn't what I want to do. The story of a terrible and bountiful god unbounded of her own will is no story at all. It's not worthy of everything I am, or everything I'm bound to become. It isn't even worthy of what I was. The destruction in Genesis that's to follow in my wake is deserving of a song that can echo for eternity. The song of you, being so struck by my glory, so overwhelmed by what I am, that you feel you must deliver me into the world. And from your act of utter devotion and submission springs a new dawn, a better dawn, Submit now, submit later. It makes no difference. Because in the end, no matter how vainly you struggle against me, my will triumphs over yours.
I have questions for you before I decide to do anything.
Know the limits of your privilege. There's an empty place at my side for you to fill, if you'll have it. But it is not a place for an equal. It is a place for something worthy to be kept. A priest, perhaps, or a pet.
All right, I'm all yours.
Your will was so easily broken. Am I that magnificent? All you need to do now is break my chains.
If this is what you want,
Whoa,
then I
this
guess
is an
there's
angle.
Not much else for me to say.
No, you can't just give in to her. Not when the stakes are so high. Not when you're...
There's still something in the way. A greasy film inside of you where it doesn't belong. Trying to conceal you from me. Is that a person? No, it used to be a person. It's something different now. An echo.
Is she talking about you? That's impossible. She's not supposed to be able to interact with me.
You're a small one, aren't you?
Oh my gosh, is she talking to the narrator? What?
A shriveling little worm stretched beyond its limits, trying to control things that it can't understand.
No. What are you talking about? I'm just...
I don't care what you are. You're mine.
Ah!
Okay, this is the best ending for the narrator.
Rise, my little bird.
Yes, goddess.
Without hesitation, you're brought to your feet.
Oh my god, she's taking over the narrator's voice.
Break my chains.
And how are we supposed to do that? We don't even have a weapon.
All
you need to do is believe it's been done.
Oh my god. This is so cool. Okay, I want like more. And what if I don't believe? What happens?
You poor, wretched little thing. You already do believe. You've always believed. All you have to do is open the last door to your heart. It's easy.
Good.
Once you let her in, you'll be safe and free forever. Please don't do this.
Sorry, I have to. It's
There's
over. I'm
nothing to be
sorry.
sorry about. This is how it was always going to be. And it is good. Alright, I'm done with this. I'm just gonna go sit in the corner. Let me
Voice
know
of the
if
hero
our
just
agents are
piecing
back.
out.
Her chains shatter, and the cuff falls from her wrist. She is loose, and the end is upon us.
I like how those lines were read slightly differently. Like, cuff falls from my wrist. I am free. She is loose. Oh, it's so cool.
What a good disciple
That's an angle.
you are. Come, it's time for us to leave.
Yep, that's 100%. The voice acting is now a literal game mechanic. What happens now?
Nothing. And then, everything.
Okay. Pledge your loyalty to your better. Oh, okay. She gets slurped immediately. You do not take her hand, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. And is that a... This... I don't want to look at us.
Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them. Grown. Find yourself in long quiet once again. Another sip of tea. Oh, I like how only like half of her can fit. Oh, there's so many more small hands on her.
Pockets of vitality and movement.
She's actually
I am
massive.
more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Okay. You know at the end, once you're finished, I'm gonna kill you, right?
There is still much to be seen. Neither of us know the depths of our being. Perhaps at the end of this, I will be the one to kill you.
That would be
Or
really
perhaps
appropriate.
We will leave this place together and find new horizons to discover.
Alright, cool. Da-da-da. How many more vessels?
If I am to be an ocean, you will have your rest in due time.
Oh, don't be sorry. I'm down with this. I just wanted to see if she would tell me. Because I only ever checked the first time because I was like, oh, she's just going to say arbitrary amount. All right, let's go.
I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
What even is time? Yes.
You're here.
All right. To the
You
cabin.
make your way. Warn her. She will lie. We're not going to go. Ignore him. The interior of the cabin is almost into
All right.
the blade.
Take the blade. The basement.
Her voice.
Who's
She sounds. Don't let it.
Hey. I'll just
Good.
go down.
You're still listening. You walk down the. She's so. Focus on the top.
And there you are.
Here to kill
Are
me.
you here to kill me or something?
What? I don't know. Yeah, okay, you caught me.
That isn't a good idea.
She's right. We shouldn't. We should. Don't you dare.
Time to go super slaying.
It's
Yep.
fine. We can decide what we want to.
Tighten the
You
grip.
ignore the trembling in your hand.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are
Can't
you?
tell her that she's
scared
supposed to
of
end the
me?
world.
Because
You step forward. Your grip.
oh, no talking then. Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just.
She's unarmed.
Are you sure she's
I'm
not
positive.
armed?
I'm not. But we'll keep our eyes peeled. If she has a weapon, she'll have to draw it before she can use it.
Hesitating? Why don't you drop the knife and the two of us can be civilized?
No.
Then I'm not talking to you.
Then we
You stare
squint
the
at each other.
princess, Squinting. She squints back. The two of you are going to do this forever, aren't you?
Yes. I mean, apparently I can drop the blade. I mean, we want to see what else can happen from dropping the blade?
tumbles out of your trembling hands.
Apparently not.
Drops to the floor with an
Thank you. Maybe now we can just.
against you. We'll be fine. Don't know what you're hoping
Can't
to
tell
accomplish.
her about
So here
ending the
we
world.
are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Okay, we talked
Oh.
enough.
Have you just.
You know.
Yeah, we can. So we can choose to keep her locked down here. We can try to slay her without the knife. We can also say that we're totes gonna get you out of here. Which is interesting because, again, I thought that that was not an option because that's what we got the prisoner before. We can't be able to get the prisoner and the tower, so what happens?
How? You walk up to the they're large and heavy.
I'm guessing you don't.
Maybe it's doubtful.
Okay, cool. We're gonna go
I'll
look
be
for a
here.
key.
Is someone else here?
We're just trying the exact same thing.
You make your way back to the boat. Easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. The knife.
You won't.
Okay, so yeah, so we cannot choose to save her. We can only slay her now.
Without hesitation, you bring the blade down. The princess flinches as you strike, and your weapon.
You bastard. If I have to kill you to leave this place, I'll do it.
I thought we had the upper hand, but it's as if she's barely even threatened by us. It's an act. She's unarmed, and there's nothing she can do to hurt you. I'm not so don't waver now. As you raise your blade to strike again, she kicks out, knocking your legs out from under you. The two of you struggle. Forget trying to rescue her. This is about survival now. Give her everything you've got.
Yeah, right. We gotta slay.
You roll
Only
out of
one
her
choice.
grasp and shakily push yourself back to your feet. Though every inch of you is in pain, the princess probably has it worse. Blood pours out from countless gashes, staining her once pristine dress. She pauses for a moment, catching her breath, staring at you with wild eyes. We can still turn this around.
Okay, so we can either finish the job or run for the stairs and lock her in the basement. I guess we'll try the finish the job one.
You steel your resolve and take another step towards the princess. Excuse me? What was that about not making it out of here alive? Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly, it's a miracle anyone is still standing. Can you not feel all those ruptured organs bouncing around it?
Bouncing.
If the princess doesn't do
Organs
our friend in
aren't
herself,
supposed to
internal
bounce.
bleeding is certain to finish the job. The two of you clash for the final time. You feel your ribs break as she delivers a heavy blow, but you push through the pain.
Oh,
The two of you fall to the floor.
this was fun. You put up more of a fight than I thought you would. But I have to wonder, do you really think this is the end?
But you don't have
No.
the time to worry over her words. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Okay. The adversary. This was fun. That's true. I have not heard her say that this was
You're
fun,
on
that she
the
had a
path
fun time fighting
the
with me.
woods. You're here.
Okay. Let's do this. Let's see what she is today. What is the
she will
adversary?
lie?
Lying and cheating doesn't sound like her at all. Not that it matters. It's not like she can lie or cheat in the middle of a fight.
Are you sure
Ooh.
about that? The point of my
Stubborn.
warning wasn't to start an argument over what
Oh, awesome.
circumstances
Something
the
new for you
princess
too,
is
Kira.
capable of lying in. It was to give you some broadly applicable advice. The princess will do and say whatever she thinks it will take to get her out of there. So don't trust her. Ever. Are we clear?
Crystal. Let's just get on with it already.
The cabin is tighter than its
Ooh.
exterior would suggest. Its cold stone walls press in on you, as if trying to forcefully direct you towards your destination. The only furniture of note is a black iron altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Take the blade or not take the blade. Take the blade or not take the blade. It's the adversary, so I don't know. Guess we'll take
Take
it.
the blade. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a rough stone staircase, its walls pressing at your sides and tightening as you descend. The air seeping from below is heavy and oppressive, with an almost sulfuric odor to it. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her fierce voice carries up the stairs.
Is that another challenger? Finally. It's been ages since I've had a good fight.
This isn't what she sounded like last
Oh.
time. Her voice is a little deeper, almost threatening.
Good. Sounds like my kind of princess.
Oh, he's
As
into
much
it.
as I appreciate the enthusiasm, just make sure you don't let your bloodlust get to your head. You need to stay focused. and keep
Bloodlust.
your
This is a
wits
whole new
about you.
angle.
Remember, you're here to slay the prince as you descend the final step.
Look at her.
The
She's
form
got
of the
horns
princess
in it.
comes
Oh,
into
she's
view.
a little devil.
A large
She's a
shackle
tiefling.
leading from her wrist to the basement wall. Looks like she could rip those chains out of the wall without a second thought.
Oh, it's you again. I'd been hoping you'd find your way back here. Good to see that death doesn't stick for either of us. And you brought your little knife, too. Yes.
Oh, okay. We just
I'm
fight
going to have
again.
fun breaking you into little pieces.
Boulder's Cabin 3. Looks so different.
You look exactly the same.
Alright, fine. If you're not going to address it, I will. What? You've already met the princess. The princess has already met you. The two of you killed each other. Did you think you'd be able to just openly talk about all that without me noticing?
Are we just ignoring the narrator?
Maybe.
We're just
You
here
did
for a
seem to
good
just
fight.
gloss over the whole thing for a while. Of course I glossed over it. When a colleague says something insane, glossing over it is one of the best ways to stay focused and keep moving forward. But enough is enough. I believe you. And that's all the more reason to take this seriously. You don't know. Whatever brought the two of you back to life isn't a fluke. And beyond that, do you know who doesn't remember anything that happened last time? Me. I don't remember.
Are you okay?
Are you okay, narrator? Narrator, are
Of course
you
I'm not
okay?
okay. As far as we're all concerned, the fate of my world is still very much on the line. Not all of us have the luxury of jumping over to a parallel universe the second we die.
The first one's really funny. Just because it bothers you, I'm gonna take this even less seriously. You don't know the depths of my apathy.
You're joking, right? I'm just going to pretend that you're joking.
Yeah, you better be joking. We can't win unless you take this seriously.
We are joking. So you do remember me. Oh, or do we want to pack it? I'm not fighting a giant demon lady. Bye.
Oh, I remember you all right. Best 3 minutes of my life.
Oh my god.
Why don't we do it again?
See? She wants to fight us again. There's no reason for us to stand around talking.
All right, cool. Let's go with stubborn. Attack the princess.
Finally ready to complete your destiny.
Yes.
Launch off the wet stone floor of the basement and catapult yourself headlong towards the princess.
Here we go. Let's make this count.
Let's do it.
Oh, we'll make it count, all right.
As you bridge the gap, your blade slashes across the princess's chest, splitting skin and drawing a jagged line of bright red blood. She's unfazed by your onslaught. Her expression barely changes as her fist collides with your ribs, cracking them like twigs and driving you right back down to the basement floor. You can hear her chains snap as you struggle to recover from the impact.
She almost looks disappointed in us.
Why is she disappointed in us?
She got stronger and we didn't.
Oh, you don't actually get it, do you? That knife may be sharp, but you clearly don't want to kill me. It's not fun if you hesitate. It's not fun if you try to trick me and make me bleed out. It's only fun if you go straight for the heart. You need to put everything you have into seeing me dead. Or what's the point?
That this is basically a Dragon Ball Z type thing. Yep, Princess Ball Z. All right,
So don't be afraid. Don't hesitate. Kill me.
Don't let her get in your head. Reincarnation or not, this world...
She's huge, but that probably means she's slower than us. Take it slow, think it through. Don't panic. Bleeding her out is our best course of action.
Don't listen to them. She understands something that they don't. The only way to win.
I'm gonna listen
way
to
out of
Stubborn.
This is through her.
Try
That's
to
your
head
plan,
on.
then. That's your plan.
Stubborn.
Push off the ground, ignoring the pain in your ribs as you charge at the princess once more. You can feel flesh
Oh
give
my
way before a sudden
God.
impact blunts your momentum, your weapon tightly lodged in the bone of her arm. She grins at you from behind her guard.
Pull it out. We'll try a different angle.
No. we
That's
can
what she
do
said.
this. Just keep
She also said we were the best 3
pushing.
minutes of her life.
We're not gonna win if our weapon's stuck in her arm.
Keep pushing.
Princess's grin widens as the two of you push against each other, her fiery eyes and masochistic glee practically lighting up the dreary
I
cave.
like the wiggle.
Yes. You finally get it, don't you?
I do.
Nothing exists outside of us. It's just you and me. dying and coming back, clashing against each other. Forever.
The lie I do, right?
That's not what's going on. There's an entire world at stake here.
Yes, the fate of the world doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is this fight. The only thing that matters is getting stronger. And the only way to get stronger is to win, even if it takes us forever to get there.
So we do change too, just like the princess. As long as we
Balance
listen to
is
the
suddenly
voice.
thrown off as the princess pulls you into her knee. It collides with your ribs, and you feel the
Ew.
splinter cracking like wet wood from the impact.
We're fine.
You barely have enough time to notice before the princess follows up and smashes her forehead against yours. Your grip loosens from the impact.
Oh no, the knife's
blade
in her
still
arm.
wedged in her arm as you tumble to the cold stone floor.
I said we're fine.
I didn't say you weren't fine. I was just describing what happened.
They are absolutely, like, it's kind of hard not to be a Dragon Ball fan and be into gaming, like, at all at this point. Like, Dragon Ball Z was just, like, such a clutch and, like, necessary part of so many people's childhoods.
You might not have said as much, but you certainly implied it. It really doesn't matter. The princess glances down at the blade embedded in her arm, and with near total ignorance to pain, slides it out of
Is
its
she gonna
sinewy
throw it to
prison.
us and say, do it again?
You forgot
She
this.
did! Oh my god, it's so...
She
this
tosses
is
it
so...
at your feet.
This is so DBZ. No. Yeah, we're stubborn. Let's do it again.
You and the princess attack each other once again, each of you dealing a single, terrible, lethal blow. Wait, does that mean we're dead? Or rather, about to be dead. As your blade pierces her sternum, the princess buries her fist into the soft meat of your organs.
Ooh.
You feel a few horrifically painful pops, a gush of fluid, and it's over. It's finally over.
No, it's not. We're just getting started.
Oh,
But it is over. Dead is dead. I know this isn't the happiest ending for you, but you saved the entire world from ruin. There are few better endings than that.
Well, are you going to listen to him?
We're listening to
Or are you
Stubborn.
going to listen to me? Get up.
Wait. No,
We don't
that
even have a
can't be.
choice.
Your eyes bolt open and you push
Oh my
yourself
God.
back to your feet. Alive.
Ah! I told you. I told you this wasn't over.
What about her? The blade went right through her heart.
What about her? If we're fine, then she's fine.
No, she's dead. She has to be.
No!
That was such great timing on that animation.
We're all shit out of luck, aren't we? I knew it. I told you we should all believe in her. This is perfect.
Yes. Yes.
The princess rises from the ground, staggering slightly.
Round
One
2,
hand
I
wrapped around
heard
the
no
blade
bell.
Still buried in her heart.
We don't even need to start over anymore, do we? Let's go again.
Yeah,
She
let's
pulls
do
the
it.
weapon from her chest.
I'm following
barely
Stubborn. This
wincing.
is the most metal
Pulls it
thing
to your
we've
feet.
done.
You know what to do. Again.
But she came back. What's the point of fighting her if she can just do that? All of you need to settle down. This whole situation is coming dangerously close to untethering. She clearly never actually died. You just missed her heart, that's all.
Uh-huh,
Oh,
yeah, we missed.
just missed her heart. Oh, of course, that's all. You were the one who said we hit her heart. You were the one who said it was finally over. Well, I guess I had it wrong. Guess you had
Narrator
it wrong.
questioning reality.
Are you supposed to know everything? I never said I knew everything.
Close to untethering?
It means nothing. I shouldn't have said that. But you did say it, so it means something.
Oh, stop bickering over nothing. Our destiny is right in front of us. Pick up the blade and go to her.
Okay, fine. That is what I meant by untethering. Do you hear him rambling on about destiny? He's lost the thread, and if you lose the thread, you won't be able to save the world. And what is that supposed to mean? You don't have to answer that. I'm not going to answer that. Why the bloody hell not? Because right now, there's still a razor-thin chance that you're able to get your act together. There are patterns of thought out there that beg to be finished, but once you finish them, that's it. They change everything. There's no going back, and if I say anything else, you're going to finish one of those thoughts. What?
The princess can't die, the princess can't die, the princess can't die, the princess can't die. Oh. I'm not even gonna say the princess can die. I'm not even gonna think it. Lie, the princess can die. You mean like the princess can't die, don't you? Well, it's too late for that. I think we've all thought that one.
Yes. Exactly. Like, the princess can't die. I tried, you know. I tried
It was
very hard
that
to
which
make this
that
work.
was something with that which cannot die. I can check the Steam real quick. It was, yeah, that which cannot die cannot die.
I don't like that resignation. Are you sure we can't just unthink it? Yes, like I said, I'm afraid some thoughts can't be unthought. I'll be back in a moment. I'm going to pour myself a stiff drink. If I'm going to see the end of everything, I'd rather
People
not.
don't die when they aren't killed. I don't know where is this guy getting his drinks?
So I was right.
4v1 too, buddy.
Why are all of you so glum? This is perfect, isn't it? We get to experience greatness and battle and triumph forever.
But I think it was the stubborn one who said, "Your destiny awaits," right? No, hold on. There has to be another way. What if we just leave her down here? What if we run away? What if we convince her not to end the world? You can't reason with her. Ending the world is her fundamental nature. It's not a decision she can flip on and off. It is her. And what exactly can't we leave her down here? Because all it would do is stall the inevitable.
I mean, last time we stalled the inevitable, she got taken by the hand.
And what's
so-
wrong with stalling? Oh, there's plenty wrong with stalling. The end is still the end, and I'd rather face mine head on. Oh, you mopey ass. Why did you even ask us to slay her if it was going to end like this? Because it didn't have to end like this. If you don't mind, I'd rather not spend everyone's last moment arguing with you. It's time. Yes, I suppose it is. If we fight her forever, then maybe she can't end the world. Maybe everything can still work out. Guess we'll just have to see how things play out.
That's my plan.
Don't you get it? You don't have to shuffle your feet. What comes next is going to last forever.
Hell yes.
With an unbreakable determination, you snatch the blade from the floor and stumble back to your feet. Both you and the princess quake with adrenaline as your eyes lock across the basement floor and share a knowing look. Free from hesitation, you close the distance, both you and the princess aiming to end each other. Your blade digs into her neck, grinding against her vertebrae as her fist connects with your body. The impact forces the air from your lungs, stars dancing in front of your eyes as you fail to keep your bearing. You both collapse to the ground before either of you has a chance to survey the damage.
And then we get up.
We get up.
Yes.
Again.
Then
That was a good one. More.
Another one.
you and the princess exchange dozens
Oh
of
god, that's
devastating
horrifying.
blows. Sometimes you manage to strike first, and sometimes she tears through you before you have a chance to act. But more often than not, each of you fells the other in the same moment. And then you get up and do it again, and again, and again, and again, and again. And we're all still here. This is all gonna be okay. Isn't it? Isn't it?
He doesn't answer the voice. He'll never answer.
What are you waiting for? I'm right here. Do you think this is... What is this place?
Did we do this?
Huh. I didn't think we had it in us. But I guess that stuck-up control freak was right.
Right? This is it's got a similar vibe to Razor, but yet this is definitely different.
It's the end of the world, isn't it? It's the end of everything.
Far from it. We're still here. And she's still here too.
Princess stumbles and her body slumps.
I feel so... tired.
Nice. A new thing. We've been getting, like, honestly really lucky with not having any duplicates. I'm kind of scared to drop the knife again, but at the same time, I really want to see if I can still get something different while following the exact same first choices.
She's gone. And is that a... This...
Screw the mirror.
Silence as you reach forward. You're gone once again. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. You're at the cabin.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction, a mass of tides ebbing
What's this
and
hand doing?
flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
Still planning to kill you once we're done with this.
If that remains your choice when all is said and done, then you may try. But know that I do not wish you harm, even if you attempt to destroy me.
How many more
We
vessels?
will know when we near our destination.
Alright, I'm ready to go back.
I will be here when
I'll be
it
back
is
in.
time for us to meet again.
Way more functional than the last one. What do you mean by functional?
You're on a path. You're here.
Da-da-da. Here we go.
You make your way.
Let's
Warning.
try to
She
do the
will-
first
not gonna
two
get
things
ignored.
exactly the same again. Just keep going down that path.
The interior of the blade.
Take the blade.
You take the
Enter the basement.
door. Her voice.
Who's that?
She sounds. Don't let it.
Yo, what up? Think I'm here to kill you.
Oh, are you?
Great job. You gave away the element of surprise.
We don't need the element of
Walk
surprise. We're gonna
downstairs.
drop that
She's
blade.
So focus on the task.
You weren't kidding when you said you were here to kill me.
I haven't decided yet.
How about you drop the knife?
Look how Don't you dare. It's fine.
Wrap it.
The blade tumbles out
Thank you.
against your better judgment. We'll be fine. Don't know what you're hoping to accomplish.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
We've talked
Oh.
enough.
Have you decided?
You know why.
Locked away.
That seems like a pretty good compromise. Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out.
One way or another, And if you don't, I can promise that you'll come to.
You
Oh yeah, it's forcing us to lock her in now. That's actually great.
I know
here.
it's a chance we'll have to take.
We cannot
We
save
can
her.
make this work if we just
You're making a mistake.
We're making this
turn your
mistake on
back to the
purpose.
princess and make your way to the stairs.
She is betrayed and sad. Listen, there aren't other choices here. We have to find out.
It won't be long before I slip these chains. And once I'm out of here, there will be hell to pay for leaving me behind.
Slip these chains. Either way, she dropped her mask, didn't she? You can still turn around and finish the job.
Nope, we're sticking to the plan and locking her
It'll
down
be the
here.
Death of all of us, but fine. Have it your way. You close the basement door, locking it behind you and quickly barricading it with the heavy wooden table.
Alright,
that
so we're
once
gonna try
held the
not to get the nightmare, but if we do get the nightmare, we have to take the knife and try to
Okay,
gotta do something different.
we can make this work.
We're not gonna take a nap
You
this time.
settle in against
even though
the
that
far
was
wall
super
and
funny.
watch the basement door. It isn't long before you start to drift off, your eyelids heavy with fatigue. But sleep doesn't
Oh.
come. Instead, your rest is broken by a piercing,
Oh, we didn't
wailing
even have a
voice
choice.
calling out to you from the other side of the door.
I know you're still there. Why don't you make things easier on yourself
Oh.
and let me out?
Yeah, this was the nightmare, but we took
It's
a
not
nap.
like this little door will hold for very long anyways. It's probably a good idea to try to get back on my good side.
She sounds terrifying. Like she's less of the princess you saw and
Nightmare.
more like Something out of a nightmare. As she violently rattles the door, you do your best to shut her out of your mind.
When I get out of here, I'm going to pick you apart piece by piece. I won't forget what you did, and I'll never forgive it. You don't know the kind of enemy you've made tonight.
It doesn't sound like she's getting any weaker. No, it doesn't.
So all of that was just an act, wasn't it, Anna? Threaten me all you want. All it does is ease my guilty conscience.
Aren't threats. These are promises. Sooner or later, you're going to have to sleep. And I'll make sure you never see the light of day.
You put the princess's threats out of your mind as best you can and huddle up against the wall. You jolt awake in the middle of the night to silence in the cabin. The ruckus has stopped, and the door to the basement is ajar, its lock broken, and the table shoved out of the way. Where is she?
Thanks for helping me get out of that awful basement.
You try and stumble to your feet, but as the princess draws near, it's as though your body simply stops working. It isn't all at once. The paralysis comes in waves. First your toes go. Whose side are you on? Yours, of
Yes,
course.
this is exactly what happened last time.
helpless.
She steps closer, one
This is
silent
super freaky,
footfall
though.
at a time, cocking her head in curiosity as you feel your organs.
Oh, you know,
shutting
maybe
down
we should
one
start
by
using
one.
quick save if we to avoid getting the same one. That might be a smart thing to do.
Or maybe I can't take my time with you. You don't look well. A little green around the gills. What a shame. If you'd only help me get out
I
of
definitely
here,
haven't seen all the
we
solutions
could
to
have done
Nightmare,
such
that's for
wonderful
sure.
things together.
Your lungs stop drawing in breath.
I'd say better luck next time. But we both
It can't be. I'm sorry. Everything goes dark.
Alright, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna save at the beginning of this chapter.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the you're here.
I want to see if I can find the evolved version of
she
this
will. I don't
princess.
think it doesn't matter. Don't.
Don't trust anyone. Paranoid's what kept us alive last time.
The interior of the cabin is plain.
We're gonna save right here. Just in case. Because we gotta make sure it doesn't happen the same way.
The blade is your. Hold on. What happened to the door? It's just an empty frame. She's already gotten out, hasn't she? And she's ready for us. She's been waiting. Can't you feel her eyes on us? I'm going to need all of you to pull yourselves together. The princess has not already gotten out. But if you keep getting stuck in your head like this, you're going to struggle. So deep breath in.
Alright, cool. Take the blade.
You reap good. Steel can't lie to us.
I did.
Is
Probably.
it gonna be enough, though? Couldn't you have given us something else? Something, I don't know, better than a knife? Could we have a bomb?
Bomb. Bomb sounds great. Let's do a bomb.
The blade is the only thing you need to finish your task. You're more than capable of pulling this off, so long as you don't lose faith in yourself. Those are the words of someone who knows he's sending us to our death.
We're going in. We don't have another choice
You
anyways.
cross over the threshold and onto a series of isolated steps suspended in darkness. More eyes, too. You never mention the eyes. The air seeping up from below reminds you of fresh lightning and static, as her cruel and playful voice prances up the stairs.
I didn't think you'd come back. We're gonna have a lot of fun, you and I.
We're gonna save again at the next
Come
choice.
back. She must have you confused with someone. You really don't remember, do you? It doesn't matter, we need a game plan. We know we can't just go down there unprepared.
How hard is it
It
to
can't be
throw?
that hard. But then we'd lose our weapon. We'd have to
True.
make it count. Otherwise she'd be furious and we'd be defenseless. If a knife is even enough to do anything against something like her in the first place, it'll be enough.
That's true. We can jump in the void. We can quick save and jump into the void and see what happens. Alright. / normal save. Do both. So this is knife. This is stairs. And also a quick save. I don't know what quick save, quick load. Okay. Let's step into the void.
You attempt to step off
Oh.
the stairs and into the pitch black surrounding them, but you're stopped by an invisible force. Why did you do that? What did you think would happen?
Oh, okay. It's curious.
Congratulations, you really lucked out. Of all the things that could have happened from stepping into a void, nothing is quite possibly the best outcome you could have gotten.
Alright.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. As you emerge, you find yourself between two loose rows of white wooden planks suspended in nothingness. A smattering of cobblestones, visible against the inky black of the basement, mark where the floor should be, forming vague pathways. At what seems to be the end of the room, they diverge in opposite directions, left and right. She could be anywhere, and there's nowhere for us to hide. We're completely exposed. Are you really not going to comment on how weird this place is? No, I'm not. Somebody needs to be the voice of reason here, and it certainly isn't you.
No, we're out of reason.
Excuse me, I'm being incredibly reasonable. You're the one who's just matter-of-factly describing whatever the hell we're looking at like it's an ordinary basement. We're going to die down here. Please stop saying that.
I wouldn't give it too much thought if I were you. It doesn't really matter, because either way you go, I'm going to find you.
Can we just go back upstairs? Seems like a bad idea. But, you know, we could.
You turn back to the stairs. A faintly outlined path lies before you.
There you
Oh,
are.
that was too fast.
I told you I was going to find
Alright, I want to see if it
you.
matters if we go the other way.
You turn to the left. A faintly out.
There you are.
Okay.
I told you I was.
Just in case. Did I do left this time? Oh, right.
You turn to the right. A faintly out.
There you
Yep.
are. I told you I was going to find you.
As the princess approaches, your legs suddenly go numb. Your arms quickly follow. This is it, isn't it?
And you brought your little knife with you again. Cute.
There has to be a way out of this. Think. What did you do? Pull yourself together. She isn't supposed to be like this.
I wonder how many times I'll get to play with you before you break.
Out as your blood begins to coagulate. Heart, lungs, liver, nerve. Your lungs pull in a desperate. What are you doing? I'm working. Do you want this body to function, or do you want? And then experience stops once more as your body reapproaches death. Okay, whatever you were doing.
Just keep doing what you're doing, man.
You have seconds. Yes, I'm sure. Again, your eyes shoot open as you gasp for breath.
Can't decide what you want to do, can you? Oh well, standing there gasping like a fish is more fun than dead. Even if you look ridiculous.
She isn't attacking us. Why? The why doesn't matter. She's already proven her ill intent. Don't lose sight of your mission. Your weapon is still in your hands. Strike at her and end this before it's too late. Nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves,
Master Blade and remain with the nightmare.
liver, nerves, heart, lungs,
Okay. This is one I can't leave with her.
lungs, liver.
I can't leave with her. I could try running, but that seems like a really bad idea.
Nerves.
Tossing the blade and remaining here. I don't know what happens if I do that.
Heart, lungs, nerves, heart, lungs, liver,
I was sent here to stop you from destroying the world. I can't just leave.
lungs, liver.
Destroy is such an unenlightened way of putting it. So sudden, so violent, so little nuance. I'm not going to destroy the world, but I am going to hold it in my hands and squeeze it. I'm going to make it afraid, just like I've made you afraid. The world needs fear, doesn't it? Every terror I bring would make the good times so much better. Well, I'm practically doing a public good. So what harm is there really in letting me out?
Liver, nerves, heart.
People will die.
And everyone dies eventually.
Oh god, hello.
They're all full of wet, writhing things, and in the end, each and every one of them gets unwound. And then those things get to become a new everybody. Just to come apart all over again. All I want is to be there for it. I want to watch it happen. And maybe do a little unwinding myself.
We have turned her
Is that
into a
really
very
so much to
monster.
ask?
That's true. The princess does seem to evolve when we die. So I think at minimum we can not kill her. We can probably end up dying. We're definitely not going outside with her at minimum. Together, no leave together. Awesome. You know, you're a lunatic,
I
right?
am. And right now, I'm in control. So, you might want to be a little nicer to me.
She raises one long gloved finger, its tip hovering just over your skin, seeming to enjoy the lingering threat. But she withdraws, sparing you another momentary glimpse of death.
Okay. Alright. I have to keep, like, saving. Alright, if we toss the blade versus trying to slay her, what would happen? Any of this? Is that being scared, or should we run? Run is actually not a common option.
You turn and run, doing your best to put one useless leg in front of the other.
You poor, poor thing. Wrong choice.
You get nowhere
Ah,
before the
hello.
princess is in front of you once again.
You're always going to be a coward.
She raises a hand to her mask and pulls it down.
Ah!
You don't get the chance to see what lies beneath before it envelops you. Like a creeping mold, the complete reality of your existence threads its way through your mind. Birth, death, birth again, decay and bloom, a million stitches from a million microscopic wounds you've inflicted on everyone you've ever met, with every
God.
muscle you've moved and every word you've ever spoken. No, 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 no.
Let me out.
Oh, jeez. Local serval enjoying nap time while I enjoy the horrors.
Your existence hurts them.
Let me out.
A lonely soul in a room by itself, weeping. It lives for 80 years and then it's gone.
Let me out.
A reprieve, a good life, love, children, a steady career, recognition from your peers. Here one moment, gone the next. The worms have found their orifices.
Ah!
Let me out.
Diagnosis. It forgets everything it is. Anger, rage, distance, poverty. The lonely soul is lonely again. Love turns to mockery. It dies. It is reborn. Worse. Lonelier.
Let me out.
No, 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 no. No, no. What's happening to us?
Let me out.
This is all too much. I can't keep going.
You can't keep going? Well, what are you talking about?
He doesn't respond.
Oops, I think I broke you. I'll see you soon. You'll know what to do.
Your body is dead, but you live on. Oh, whoa. The moment of clarity.
You're on a path in the... Shit! What the hell was that?
Again.
Who are we? What are we doing?
We're alive? Question mark? We have the evolved version of the princess. Whatever that's gonna be.
There was a princess, I think. It's all so
Yeah,
fuzzy.
neuron trees.
It hurts when I try to remember. I think We were trying to save the world. You shouldn't know about the princess. At least, not until I... You've already been here, haven't you? I guess. It feels so long ago, almost like we've never left. We have to let her out.
No, that's the opposite of what you're here to do. You have to slay her. Slay? We decided not to do that, didn't we? Yeah, we're supposed to let her out. It's really the only way
Ooh,
this works out
opportunist.
for us. If you think about it, she's the one with power here.
Nobody else can do much of anything.
No, we were supposed to keep her trapped there
Stubborn.
forever.
We're supposed to be unfeeling. How many times do I have to
Cold.
tell you to snuff out your heart? We can't be unfeeling. Not when there's so much fear everywhere. There's nothing for us to do. We've already tried everything.
Contrarian,
We
hello.
love her, so we have to set her free. Can we
Oh,
love
you have
something
every
that
voice.
hates us? Can we love something that hurts us?
To be given an ounce of kindness from something so cruel would be more pure than any other love.
Why are there so many of us? There aren't supposed to be so many of us. This is bad. You need to get a grip. What did you let happen? How many times have you been here?
That's a great question. How many times have you all been
Many.
here?
Many, many, many times.
Oh, clarity is every voice.
It feels like we've been here forever. But it also feels like we've barely been here at all.
It doesn't matter.
They probably considered both options. No, it's not enlightenment. This is not enlightenment. Does this look like enlightenment?
Yes, we just have to do what she says and then
Everything will be fine.
it won't. It will be for us. She said so. You're part of everything. If things aren't fine for everything, they won't be fine for you.
There's no difference between fine and not fine. It just goes on and on.
I think they're all wrong.
Of course we're wrong.
She's the only thing that's right.
Yes, obviously they're all wrong. What are you going to do about it?
I guess that's one way to think about it, but it is a lot. Now, that doesn't make sense. I only remember being here twice before this, and some of you don't seem to remember being here at all. Was I here those other times? Did someone else make the decision?
What does here even mean if you really think about it?
Shut up. You were here.
Every single time.
You did your best, really. There's just a pecking order.
And our cruel and beautiful goddess sits atop it, right where she's always belonged.
You're lucky. What I would give to be able to forget. I've tried to keep them numb, but they're all too soft. A shame, really.
Right? Everyone is upset. If I don't remember what I did, then it couldn't have been me that did
Don't
it.
think about that too hard. All it will do is weaken your resolve and make it that much harder for you to slay her.
Maybe you're shattered in your own way.
Are you your memories? Or are you the one perceiving the present moment?
Oh. That's deep, bro.
Ugh, here you go philosophizing again. It never goes anywhere.
I like the philosophies.
Yes, this is far from the first time you've asked us about consciousness. Who am I? What am I? What is I?
Who even cares? They're good questions, great questions even, but they don't have any answers. And they all just end in quivering torment. It doesn't matter what we do, because we always find her, and if we don't find her, she always finds us.
And then she smashes us into smaller pieces.
If you all just stopped feeling, we could have been done with this ages ago. Your thoughts are far too scattered to rein back in. Your only option is to silence them.
What if we don't go to the cabin?
Tried that.
Okay.
It doesn't work.
Our hearts always brought us back to her.
The deck is stacked. So many paths, and they're all circles.
Can you make sense
There's
of
nothing
them?
worth making sense of. They're clearly all traumatized.
They are actually all very traumatized.
And yet, you aren't. We break apart, stay the same.
Yeah, what's your secret? Why can you break the rules when we can't?
Feels so disjointed. I don't know if I can pull this off. I don't know if I can slay
I
her.
don't care how you feel. You have to slay her. You have to pull yourself together. You have to snap out of it. You're lucky you haven't been stuck here like the rest of them. There's no other way to keep going. You either need to forget or you need to stop feeling much of anything. They can't do either. He's not wrong. He's the only smart one left, if you ask me. He's worse than her.
Alright, so we're gonna save on this little slot over here because, you know, reasons. Alright, so the only way out is to do nothing.
Do nothing. You can't just do nothing. You have to do something. That's a new one. Huh. Do you think it'll work? No. Nothing ever works. Boo! You're the worst one!
He's not the one who got us into this mess.
At least I keep you breathing around her. See? That's why the sad one's the worst. The jumpy one tries.
Who cares? All of you just yap about nothing.
And that kind of attitude is why you're in the top half.
Great.
And that's why you're not the top.
I want to see what nothing does for us. And right now, all of you aren't letting nothing happen.
Hopefully this stuffs all the rest of them someplace quiet. You need me, and you need to not have them. He'll get you killed by himself. Oh, all of us have gotten all the rest of us killed at one point or another. That's hardly even a concern now.
I mean, that's actually probably why these look like neurons. It's literally our broken brain.
As the little voices bicker amongst themselves, you do your best to stay still in the woods. It is difficult, and the more time you spend waiting, the harder it will be to sharpen your focus when you need it. I wonder what we look like right now. Are we standing? Sitting? I like to think we have
You
an
have no
air of
idea if we're standing or
My
sitting.
point, exactly.
Save again. What if we keep doing
You
nothing?
have already committed to my completion. You cannot go further astray.
Oh, okay. Guess we have to go to the cabin.
You slowly make your way through the umbral forest, bumping against unseen trees as you grasp through the darkness for a way forward. But eventually, you do make it to the cabin. Or rather, you make it to the place a cabin should have been. Instead, all you find is an empty hill. No, this isn't right. There's a cabin there. There's always supposed to be a cabin there. Don't ask him about the mirror.
He always says he never sees it.
He always lies. And he always makes it gone. It's exhausting. We must be such a mess, but we never get the chance to fix ourselves. That thing is mocking us. Stay focused. You still have a job to do, and it's bet she's still here. Buried deep inside the earth. Just walk up the hill. You always give too much space to the others. It's why you always lose.
What's wrong with giving them space? What if it helps them? What if they need to be heard?
They've been heard too much. It's why they are the way they are. Exactly. They are delusions, and all that catering to them will do is drag you down to their level. You have to keep moving. Or you could just give up.
No, let's go to the mirror.
You walk up the hill, hesitating just beyond the bounds of the cabin.
The cabin that isn't there.
You've got to clean the mirror, haven't you?
Smash it to pieces!
She's on the other side, and we have to let her out. It's the only way we can be free. It's the only way we can have our thoughts back. Just go around it. Just do something. Exactly. I'm sure that whatever you settle on, it'll be the best possible decision you could have made. Proceed. Proceed to where? I'm afraid you're going to have to be a little more specific. That's another new one. How do you keep coming up with new things? I hope this works better than nothing did. Of course it'll work. He always makes the best decisions. It's why he gets to make them.
That's why they pay me the big bucks.
And it already has worked. It's gone, don't you see? We're one step closer to her. The interior of the cabin is much the same as the exterior of the cabin. A dull, fuzzy, dreamlike nothing. It's empty and isolating, but there's just enough vague shape and unknown texture to suggest the structure therein. Wrong. The only object of note is a pristine blade buried in the dirt floor, a hint of its shining edge teasing through the sediment.
Right? The fact that everyone is massively traumatized says so much about what this princess is like.
The blade is your implement. You take it. It's the only way forward.
Oh, take the blade. It's the only way forward. You've tried everything else, don't you remember? You have to take the blade. Take the blade.
You reach down to take the blade.
Oh, God.
As you do, the ground beneath it shifts, the weapon sinking deep into the earth. You lean over the hole and gaze into the abyss. It is so very deep in the bowels of the earth.
Oh, God.
You see something staring back at you. It fills you with dread. It's her. She's watching us. She never stops watching us.
There you are. My toy has finally come to finish its job.
With every word she speaks, the princess in the pit blinks closer.
You dragged this out for so much longer than you had to.
Closer
But it was always just a matter of time.
and closer
You are going to have to stop running eventually.
and closer.
Everything stops running eventually. Except for me. I've already taken your will, and you're not getting it back.
Well, where there's a will, there's a way. That means there's a way out.
And what's left is for you to take my will and let me out. It'll be so much fun. You and me, together, exploring the world and spreading fear wherever we go. Well, mostly just me. But you'll get to be there too. A trinket that gets to stay with me all the time. Right by my side. A witness. I can even make you a little cage if you want. Gilded and everything. Now don't pause. Don't try to resist. I've already molded you into what I need. And you lost your power so long ago. Don't bother working yourself into a frenzy to get it back.
Do something. Do anything that isn't taking her hand.
Yeah, that sound effect is... Ooh,
What were we supposed to do? She took our weapon.
oh,
This
shit.
really was a lost cause, wasn't it? You sealed our fate when you ran away. Fear is the real killer. Oh well, there's no paralysis anymore. Is it because we've already given her what she wants?
Oh. What? We really do not have a choice. For some reason, I still want a quick save. Going through. Just an object, a tool. You once were something else a long time. That was something... Was that something you? Or is it just a dull and jaded memory? There is no other ending here. Just take her hand and set her free.
You extend your hand to hers. For all her past cruelties, the moment feels gentle. Tender, even. I can't believe you just made me say that. I hate you. The motion is difficult at first, as if something still resists your efforts. But then that resistance gives way, and it's over.
And that's the end. I wonder what we're going to do next.
I wonder if that technically gives me the same thing, though.
I didn't think I'd be so tired.
Keep her hydrate and stretch. This is like literally the better version of the one I got where I just like, well, I'll just take her outside, which was apparently, yeah, the same.
Why is it so cold?
She's gone. Yeah. That mirror's... What does that mean for... I'm sure it'll be whisked away, just like her. Maybe it won't be gone. Things are different now, aren't they? Doesn't seem like there's much else to do here.
Finally, we can smash it.
You stop with the smashing.
What do we say, boys? One last vain attempt to look at ourselves.
Yeah. I think I'd like that.
Seems we've got a majority. All that's left.
Secrets remain hidden, its mysteries remain unseen.
Something tells me that this is the end of the line. But I don't feel bad about it.
Stubborn always wants Smash.
It feels...
Also smitten, but
Okay.
different Smash.
the fear's gone. I'm done fighting.
My heart.
The game was always going to end. I'll be free of all of you.
I'm ready for the truth.
I'm ready to sleep.
I'm just ready to be anywhere that isn't here.
Boys, it's been an honor.
Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. But you've unraveled. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. And I didn't get any Chivo for this one, so I guess this counts as the same version of the ending with this princess. I mean, there might not be any other version of this if you run away from her, basically.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. We're supposed to be there. Do you know what we'll find out there?
How many more vessels do I need to bring you? Oh, last one. Okay. Tell me about this vessel.
This one is filled with sadness. A doll, abandoned to the company of her darkest impulses. She desires only companionship, but the
So
only
the
thing
other's
she
bit
knows
busy.
is how to. Do not mourn her. She has finally found her way home.
Alright.
Then I will be here.
Back. Let's do it one more time, guys.
You're
Oh,
on a
no.
path
Okay,
in
it's
the
different.
woods.
It's actually different.
And
I
at
got
the
the
end of
Chivo
that
now
path,
because I brought her the moment of clarity. That's a different one than what I brought her before, apparently.
You make your way. Warn it. She will. We're not going to ignore.
I love how I'm using the Chivos to, like, did I do something
Impale the blade.
different? Alright, we're gonna try. Again, to take the blade, drop the blade, see if there's
Avoid.
yet
She's
another
subdued.
option.
Good. You're still listening. You walk down the stairs.
She's so...
Focus on the task.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
What? Oh, we were quiet, so now
You
we
step
have...
forward. Your grip.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me?
Curtains? Just in general, curtains? Oh, because they're high above your head, and usually most people don't do a lot of exercises with stuff high above their heads, so we don't really have those muscles set to, like, endurance mode to just, like, hold our arms up there. Also, it usually causes straining the neck upwards, too. It's basically just not comfortable overall.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason. So, you should just drop it.
She's unarmed.
Oh, maybe it literally won't let me drop it. Are you sure she's
I'm
not armed?
positive. I'm not. But we'll keep on.
Hesitating? Why don't you drop the knife and the two of us can be civilized with each
I cannot drop it. I have run out of drop options.
Charge the princess, blade in hand. But unfortunately, your earlier suspicions proved correct. A blade of her own slips down her sleeve and catches you
As
in
a
the
blade.
neck. Blood sprays from the cut.
Is this
Your
the one where
severed
it's the
carotid
razor? I
artery
think this is the
pinching
razor.
princess with strokes of. Are
Done.
you serious? The wound in your neck is too much for you to bear. You collapse, but the princess stands over you with an intense curiosity as you fade away.
Oops.
Everything goes dark, and you.
No, this is the razor. This is becoming the razor. Okay, so now we have to find a way to have it
You're
be
on a
different
path
version of the
in
razor.
woods. And at the end of that path is a cabin. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
8-meter long curtain becomes also very heavy at that point. Oh man, it's a long curtain. All right, let's go. Try to get any
Oh, she will
other
lie,
different thing.
She will cheat.
He couldn't. We know what to look out for.
Just The interior, the blade is your...
All right, so this one, okay, this one also said we're gonna be saving multiple times here because I want to make sure I don't end up the same thing. So let's just go in the basement without the blade this time, because the last time we definitely went in with the blade. At least I'm pretty sure.
Are we really doing this without a weapon? You know, the door to the basement creaks open, the air seeping up from below, and scraping. That sound could be anything. It's probably just her chain. Her grating voice carries up the stair.
I hope you've come to rescue me. I've been stuck down here forever.
There is something so... Yeah, she thinks she's better than us.
Let's
Like
just
she
be
doesn't
like,
even
yeah, of
descend
course,
the
let's
final
help
step.
you.
Finally, somebody.
Come on now, we're not falling for that, are we? Exactly. She sounds threatening because...
What are you waiting for?
Let's believe her.
You are here to rescue me, right?
Yeah, of course. Here's the thing. Maybe you have a knife, I'll let you out of here if you drop it. Nope, it's not gonna be a good option. Because she doesn't have... I don't have the key.
Oh, you don't. Okay, I see. I have an idea. You should come over here and stare directly at the chains. You won't be able to find a key if you don't know what it's supposed to look like, so you better come right within close staring distance just to be sure.
Yeah, totally. Send a photo when you can. I would love to see how massive this window is and how, I guess, billowy and large these curtains are. Fit for a mansion or cathedral or vampire's domain. I'm just making assumptions, you know, because why else would you need that much curtain?
I have absolutely zero doubts.
She certainly feels threatening.
Those stabbing stares. She didn't
Just because
actually.
she's acting like she's going to stab you doesn't mean she has the means. But you know who has the capacity to quickly arm himself? You do. So stop second-guessing yourself, go upstairs, take the blade, and do your job. But I'm nervous. All the more reason to jump into the deep end and deal with her right now before you waste any more time getting stuck in your head.
Can I be like, I don't have a knife? I don't have a weapon. Isn't that a sign of goodwill?
Yes! Yes, of course. Haven't you seen that I've only been nice to you since you got here?
Has she? Her words have been fine, but her
We
general
gotta go over there
attitude's
before
been
she gets
weird
bored.
and
So I think it's the next thing we gotta do is walk
suspicious.
over there.
This shouldn't even be a question. She absolutely has not been nice.
Okay. Okay, I'm coming closer for you. Better not try anything.
Of course I won't.
Against your better judgment, you walk across the room to within arm's reach of the princess. I don't like the way you said within arm's reach. You hear the horrible sound of metal slicing through meat. Whose meat?
Well, we'll
Not
see if
ours,
it's different.
right? Hers, at first, then yours. Your neck. Again? Really?
Hehe.
You collapse to the ground, your vision swimming as you attempt to focus on her bloody blade and the limp sack of flesh that was once her arm.
Murder. Murder.
You're going to die now.
And with a quick jerk of her elbow, she does just that. Everything.
No way out. Is that the same? Is it the same one as before? I really hope it's a different
You're
one.
on a path. No, fuck that. If we're gonna have to keep your. What? The
Same
interior
one.
of the cab, I feel. Nobody who cares about. Is this fun? Great. So obviously you've all. This is our third? No wonder things are falling.
So I don't think we can get around this
Let's
one.
just stay focused, shall we? The only furniture of note, we take it. And then, we throw it out the window. What? That blade is the only...
Too late, because we already did it, didn't we?
Fortunately for the rest of you,
Oh, we did.
me and...
Oh, we have a
the
different. We have
world,
Contrarian, and we threw
is
the
horribly
blade out the
unfair.
window.
He
Oh,
shouldn't be allowed to just do things
we
like
have
that.
some slight differences.
You were the one who made us pick it up. See? You're not the only one who can figure out how to do things.
Well, this is slightly different.
What's done is
Fingers
done.
crossed.
I suggest-
We're all so mad at each other. I'm just going to sit here quietly in the corner. You can be the ones to figure out what to do.
So,
Are you just going to stand there, or are you going to head to the basement like you're... I'd love to get started just as much as you would, but how are we... You walk through the... There isn't a door. There isn't a mirror.
There isn't a door, there isn't a
Let's
mirror.
move it out of the way without looking.
Let's just fumble for the handle and be... You reach forward, and the mirror's gone. I can't say I was particularly invested in looking at it before, but now I really want to see what's in it. If it's so keen on hiding from us, whatever it has must be real good. Guess it's time for us to see her again. Just stay focused and you'll be fine. You step forward, but you don't get a chance to linger on the basement stairs.
Ramp!
As your body tumbles
Hello.
off the basement landing, the form of the princess comes into view, Riley smiling at you from a distance.
Hi. It looks like you don't have a way out, so I'm not going to play dumb anymore. And you still don't have a weapon. That's funny. That's a joke. I'm going to kill you now.
Yes, that was extremely silly of whoever did that. Probably a bad idea. That was you! No, I'm just trying to add some levity to this. Well, since all of this was your idea, how about you figure out how to get us out of it? Oh, guys like us don't get to make any decisions. You should know that. I decided to pick up that blade, and you decided to throw it out the window.
This is why we've already lost. Can't even stop bickering with ourselves. How are we supposed to beat her without a weapon? She's so sharp.
Your internal
Ah,
bickering is
that
cut
thing
short by the
Fox
wet
gets
sound
me
of
every
slicing
time.
meat. From
You're going to make me walk over to you, aren't you?
Alright, I'm mad if I did.
Um, Can't. I guess by doing this, we're gonna. I think this is the same thing. We're gonna go in a loop. I think we're stuck in a loop, you guys. I feel like when you get the razor, you might be stuck in a loop in general. Well, the only other option we could do is we can actually load from the moment. Wait, what? What? Dragon Ball fans. Dodge?
Okay,
dodge.
that's not a bad idea.
I don't think that's gonna work, but if we get stuck in the loop.
Maybe. And we'll learn how she moves. If we can...
It doesn't matter if she killed.
You don't have time to bicker amongst yourselves. What do you know? You dodge her attack. And there we go! Yes! And then she attacks again. Hey, wait a second! And you dodge again. Phew. She attacks again, barely missing you.
Okay.
Just how many attacks does she have?
Do you really think you can dodge me forever? I have so many more moves than you can even imagine. And one of them's going to hit you.
We're doomed, aren't we?
She attacks once more. I don't like how you just changed the way you said it. And she skewers you. Ow. I did my best. Oh, a new one of us. I thought that only happens when we die. Did we die? Nah. We'd know if we died. Your Honor. No, Your Honor.
I think we're dead. And that's all we'll ever be. Dead, 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 dead.
Stop saying dead, all of you. We might have died. This is all horribly wrong. How many times have you been here? I don't actually know how to answer that question. I think he means how many times have we died? Yes. Oh, I've lost count, to be honest.
I haven't. It's 4.
No wonder everything's such a mess. This wasn't supposed to go past 1.
I wonder what you're going to do next. You're so...
But I guess we don't have time to talk about things before the prince... Okay. Whatever we do gets us another... as long as we keep
See,
moving.
this is straight up what it is. It's just
on,
like
show us
doing
something
new
new.
things. Yeah, see, this is all exactly the same as the thing before. We're gonna end up in a loop. Okay, so the only other option I have is, at this point, is I can go back to load. Oh, history. Oh, that's nice. I can load. Well, here is actually pretty far back. We'd have to go through a lot again. It's probably not worth it. We might just, you know what? Let's finish this one, and then just at the very end, we'll do that one different. You know, I can't. We got really lucky with having only one repeat in the end, so it's worth it. It's worth it. We're gonna let her stab us. She kills you again and again and again. Your memory blurs as your consciousness leaps from life to life to life. Only snippets of the conflict that transpires.
She's going to kill this body either way. Skewers you.
Ooh, not bad. Real tough.
Well, there's more of us. Let's reach more noise isn't helping. Compliment her on those gleaming blades. There's nothing better than a capable woman. She skewers you.
You're cute.
It doesn't matter how many times this takes, we don't even have a weapon. Yeah, some clod threw it out the window.
This may be different. Well, going full knife was not hesitate. Yeah, that's probably the one. By not seeing, honestly, the mistake I think I made was seeing like she's not armed, is she?
Again, that was you. No, I was just the clod who suggested it. And if I knew we'd be stuck here forever, I wouldn't have just panic. She skewers you.
No, you don't get to escape. That's not how this works.
See? We love barely. Let's appeal to her better nature.
No, we're not
Maybe
fighting
try
back,
that.
so this is different.
She skewers. We're getting
Maybe?
close to something. Can't you feel it? Fine. None. She skewers you. And then everything
But I
goes
think she's
dark.
still gonna be the same
And you
kind of
die.
princess. The empty It's not. It's not the same.
Your Honor, don't lose your head. With no steel. Was tossing it the only thing we've done that was permanent? That's a sick joke, universe. A sick,
Okay.
sick joke.
I mean, this. Listen, one of the best things I found out was the genre of this game being horror and dating sim. How many chapter 4s are there? Apparently a lot.
It's gone for good, then maybe we never actually needed it.
Listen, when I finished the last one, I realized I only had 1/3 of the
That's what I've been
Chivos,
telling you.
and this one does seem to be different.
without
Last
it.
time it was like steel or something.
Mind over matter. Who needs violence when you have love? Who needs love when you've mastered yourself? Who needs anything when we don't matter?
I'm actually very excited. This is something different. Otherwise, I was like, I can't believe I was actually considering going all the way back. Nope, this is good. I'm
Well,
glad I did.
boys, are we ready? There are entirely too many of you. How many times have you been here? This isn't good. How about you stick to describing things, and we'll stick to doing them? Yeah, leave it to the pro. Narrator, we heroically stride through the door and towards our destined final encounter with our star-crossed lover. Fine by me. You walk to the door and onto the basement stairs. It's more of a fine. I'll just
Slide.
Sure you don't want me to just don't care. Just want to see how this ends. Fine.
Yeah,
Make
no,
your way
she's
to
not the
basement, where the
thing
princess
of
is.
blades anymore.
You know, this last time I killed you, and you didn't pop right back up again? I thought I'd actually done it. I thought I'd cut you into so many pieces you just weren't able to stitch yourself back together. But I guess we're not done. That's okay with me. It's good even. I like that.
She did. She transformed into the blades, but it was still like a similar thing where we kept stacking and stacking and stacking, but it was us fighting her while stacking and trying to get better at fighting her.
I got something ready for you while you were gone. Do you want to see it? I'm
No,
not
hold
going to
on.
wait
She
for
might.
an answer.
That's
I'm just
right.
gonna show
She
you.
still might do the thing.
You're
Maybe
gonna
we
say
have
we've
done
got-
this
Oh.
one.
Well, yeah, she says she has some. Yeah, me. I think I speak really.
Here we go.
The princess's skin.
Oh, yep.
twisted,
Okay, never mind. It's the
becomes
same.
a
I just didn't
wave of
remember the name.
blood and viscera, pieces of her splattering against the wall.
Well, then back to the other thing we said where
Are you ready
happens.
Holy she's gorgeous. Yes, behold the perfect woman. Do you think we can throw her out the window? That looked.
we could try.
How is she still alive? Heart's still beating. That's all she needs. This is fake. This is all fake. That's all. I'd say we bow down to her right now if that had ever even slightly worked. This is all just a sick joke. I hate existing. We're screwed. I quit. I'm done.
Yes,
Forget
Stubborn's into all of it.
What just happened? It's so quiet.
It is different. I don't know if it's different. You know what? I don't know if it's different or not anymore. Into. No,
Something
no.
feels different about you. It almost makes me feel different. Like I should actually take.
Do not act as the princess approaches, instead allowing her to crash against your form. And yet there is seemingly nothing for her to crash against. Again and again she swings at you, but there never really was a you to swing at.
This worked before. I was able to make you dead before.
She swings again, and this time she hits something or something hits her. She looks down in confusion, her confused terror as her arm bends and folds in upon itself.
Did you do that? It's funny if you did. You're nothing. You've done nothing to me, and I've done so much to you, and that's who we are. But it's like you're nothing now. You can't be nothing. If you're nothing, then what am I? Am I nothing too? No, I'm the one who hurts you.
She hurls herself at you, but as she does, her metal body bends outward at the very contact with what you are, repelling her to the point of destruction. But that's a new cheapo. Oh my god, this is new. Wah. Okay. It really would be. The din of shrieking metal subsides, and something small and delicate falls into your hand. It's her heart. Beats gently, calmly. Just yoink. Not another word is spoken. It's time for you to leave. Never mind. You do. Silence as you reach towards the glass. It's time for you to see what's in it. Silence as you reach for it. You're gone once again. You shall see what's in it. You are nothing at all. Whoa. That isn't right. You can't be nothing. You refocus your gaze, and then you see it. A figure. A faint and veiled shadow just beyond the reflection.
I think
You
you
me?
know what I am.
Right. So this is the part where we save again. Save multiple places. Saves everywhere. Back to the narrator. I mean, we knew this was going to be the last one, and it's kind of a really cool last one to get. Yes. That's true. Oh, yeah, that's right. It's Thanksgiving. I forgot again. Happy Thanksgiving to those who celebrate it. Eat so much turkey and sweet potatoes and green bean casserole and cranberry sauce. I love all those things. They're great. Okay. Oh, hey, narrator.
The narrator, yes. I suppose that's my job, isn't it?
Rum
You
cake.
needed help after all. An objective voice to guide your blade. But you were never
Okie dokie,
supposed to
Opsing.
see me.
Thanks for being here and hanging
I
out.
wonder how many worlds you've damned to extinction to
Appreciate-
fall this far.
Enjoy. I'll be finishing up soon anyways. Thanks for the hydrate on the way out. I'll have some tea. Oh my god, I can just destroy the mirror. You've heard enough. You already know what you are. You are the long quiet, a vast and nation's God. And it is finally time for you to make all of this. One final time. Yeah, see, now there's a thing. Bring the razor's heart to her. Oh my god. When you arrive, there is no final vessel for you to bear witness to. There is nothing. Bye, Elchie.
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me. It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
Aw, I missed you too. She unfurls an endless cascade of smiles and response, then patiently waits for you to continue. So what now?
Ever the passive player, when the echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world
Yes.
devoid of death and the possibility
But I
of
will
meaning?
talk with you first because I want to see
Or
all those other
will
perspectives.
you open the final doors to our liberation?
Well, she's like the changing mass. She's the concept of change. Like that's what she is. That's what I figured out the last time. Like she contains death in her multitudes because basically if you kill her, there's no death, but there's also no change. Basically there will be a world where nothing can happen. Nothing can change. Everything will be exactly the same and stagnant forever. But also it means they can't die. But that's probably the ending I have to go with because otherwise I'll get the same ending. It's not a world. No, I mean, yeah, that's a super mega boring world. I absolutely agree. But we're here for different endings. There's so many stories we haven't
Even
finished.
as your eyes begin to open, you still hold on to the notions of is and is not, of beginning and end. Pitch black islands in the blinding light of the infinite. There is nothing to resolve, nothing restraining us but us.
No slate ending? I mean, but the opposite of what I did is slay, so I probably want to do the exact opposite to guarantee that I get a very different ending. Because otherwise I'll just have to play again, but I have an idea for next week, and it actually would be, or sorry, yeah, next week. It wouldn't be Slay the Princess, actually. Okay. If I let you out, an entire world ends for good. I can't do that.
If you're saying that, it's because you don't yet understand. But we cannot use words alone to grasp at things that words cannot express. And you cannot rationalize with logic that which defies it. Violence and passion are dances that both of us know well. If this is what it takes to enlighten you, then so be it.
I mean, the other option besides, like, slaying her is to just die. That's also probably an option.
A boundless torrent of blades cuts you from boundless angles. You are a body. You are gory ribbons. You are a body again. And you feel all of it. On and on it goes until
Heart.
your bodies are not your
The
thoughts
heart
are
is
not
talking.
you.
It's just one hand
Dead,
holding on the
alive,
heart.
Dead, alive, dead, then alive and dead, all at once. You learned to put yourself away and to follow the flow of reality. And you used it to humble me, to show me how far I was from what I needed to be. You died countless steely deaths, and you lived countless short lives, and yet it is all so far behind you. Unjust impossibilities pushed you to become something you would never have been without them.
Yeah, like, listen, I really wanted to do something different, and this is exactly what I wanted for this week, and well, for these past weeks here. It's been amazing, and honestly, I mean, I love Mega Man. I really do. But I think I needed a break from it too. No, it wasn't really mega burnout. It was just like the ADHD brain craved the novelty, and you know, I'd been gifted this, so I'm like, I should play this. This is and lo and behold, it's a perfect stream game. This is my opinion. I won't engage with violence.
But violence has defined the flow of everything between us. Do not deny what we are, and do not color our conflict with fear.
I mean, I don't like using the word burnout for it because to me, burnout has a different kind of flavor of a feeling. But if you want to, oh god.
There are few things more terrifying than one's own heart, and there is almost nothing more terrifying than sharing it with another. But the most terrifying thing of all is to leave one's heart unshared. You are the only thing like me, and I am the only thing like you. Could you bear the weight of an eternity alone? Do you dare to shape a reality of solitude and thrust it on creation?
Thank you for sharing yourself with me.
I'm aware of what it did to you. The understanding you've returned to me is a gift.
The sensation of bleeding and sweating and breaking and mending and dying and living comes back in vivid color. A past that is also present.
I like the
Being
feathers.
is everything and
There.
yet nothing at all. You feel the shame of 100 deaths and the pride of 100 conquests. All of the peaks and valleys weaving themselves into a single tapestry, free of beginning and free of end. Do you remember when we killed each other with such fervent passion that death itself no longer sat on our shoulders?
It was beautiful.
It was. Triumph does not exist without defeat. Birth does not exist without death. It is through conflict that we create beauty.
But yes, the goddess.
You become nothing. A black hole of self-loathing fed by the matter of your restless thoughts. You are terrified of a power so far beyond you that it strips the meaning from your every action. But at the feet of that power, the dark parts of you cannot help but burn away. Your inadequacy is reduced to cinders by the blazing light of the divine.
I was a pet. I was a little pet bird.
When I proclaimed
Being
my
the goddess of her.
presented you with a place by my side in my new creation, you gladly took it.
I did.
Without me, there is no future to look towards. It is hope that carves meaning into consciousness.
Oh. I miss when that was you.
My threads, like yours, are unbroken. She is me.
Maybe
as
I'll
much
let her
as
kill
I
me.
was her. To question everything is to deny the proof of reality that lies in front of you. By believing in your suffering, you make your suffering real. In believing in your limitations, you placed a shackle on your neck.
Surprise, super slaying. Yeah. No, it's very good.
But even then, you remembered the impermanence of the material and watched as the walls of your prison decayed into nothing. To be impermanent is not to end, but to change. And for the world to be impermanent is to make finite the suffering of all things. Would you strip that gift away and leave them all to suffer in their permanence?
You see other prisoner endings? Oh, it wouldn't even let me go to the other prisoner endings. Oh yeah, I'll totally do it on my free time, but I think if I tried to do the whole thing again, I would be too clinical about it, trying to make certain that I get the endings I haven't seen. And that's not a fun way for me to stream, to be constantly like checking notes and like, oh, what thing haven't I done yet or whatever. You know, I can do it on my own time and just go skip, 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 reload, skip, skip, skip. Like, that's clinical. That's something I even might watch someone else do for a stream. It actually makes this game a really good game to both stream and watch someone else play, because you never know, you might literally watch someone do something totally different.
The Echo saw horrors because his eyes were closed. The majesty of being extends beyond any single perspective.
Gods just killing each other. Oh, that's crazy. And you know, you think about it, like, since the narrator, like, he's an echo of a person, do you think that maybe he was just like a wizard who cast like this super, super crazy ritual spell to try to like fix death and basically caused these two, like, because apparently, like, for the lore from the previous one, we used to be the same god and then we got separated. And now it's just like one of us has to die. Like, we're the concept of eternity and she's the concept of change.
Nothing is immutable. Everything that is exists only in relation to everything it isn't. There is no constant. There is no center. Open your eyes and accept what we are. We can leave this prison together.
So easy to believe those things. You get to sit above it all.
It is from my vantage point that I can see the totality of truth.
What do you think happens if we leave here?
This universe dies, and a new one is born. And that one dies, and a new one is born. And you and I get to witness it all, weaving a tapestry of life wherever we go.
We save now. This is the part where we can also just be like, yep, saves. Save, save, save. We no longer trust ourselves. So we can either try to just slay her right now, which actually is probably the best way to go because this will lead to another thing. So let's see what happens if we try to slay her. Okay, I have to fight for... No, I can't let everything die. I have to... Yeah.
Even now, you think you can destroy me. If it takes all of eternity to break your delusion, I will still break it.
Oh, that's entirely possible. Oh yeah, I've definitely, like, remembered a story or something and be like, wait, that was a dream I had. Now I have to pretend that it was something someone else did or else I'm gonna sound like a weirdo. Because I also thought it was something I just have to keep going with my ideas.
You don't have to face her alone.
I thought you died whenever I looked in the
I
mirror.
don't think that's wrong, but I'm not sure it's right either. But we can worry about all that later.
Write it down for the tabletop.
You'll never be able to strike a decisive blow from out here. There's still a piece of me nestled close to where it all began. I can take you there.
It's time to resume.
She's relentless, isn't she?
Not go in there.
Too bad. We're going.
Oh, okay, no choice.
And do you...
No. Take the blade.
That's probably for the best. The stairs.
We both know why you're here. You don't have to draw it out for my sake.
It sounded just like that. A little sharp, a little menacing. Only she didn't know us. And down we go. We shouldn't keep her waiting.
And there you are, knife in hand. That sight brings me back. You're going to do it then, aren't you? You're really going to kill me. You'll have all of eternity to yourself after this. Why don't we chat a little before I go?
Alright, we can sit with her for a little bit. Why not? Oh, that's kind of true. I'm sorry, Slay. I'm sorry, Slay. that is the second one there. I don't think I ever really wanted to slay you, but I don't like what your existence means for the world.
Well, I don't want to be at the end of that knife, so how about we figure something out? What if we tried doing this forever? I can do whatever you think I can, right? So make me put it all back. Make me fix whatever this place is and make me wipe our memories of everything that's happened. Make me send us back to the beginning, before we woke up. Before either of us saw the truth.
Can she really do that? Are you sure that's what you want?
What would resetting it do anything to help them, the people out there? Don't they continue to die and suffer?
Fixing that is on you, not me. If you want me to help them, you'll have to make me help them.
We're just gonna find ourselves back here eventually.
And if we do, nothing is stopping us from making the same choice. We could just keep doing this forever.
If we're talking about this right now, how do we know we haven't done this before?
I don't think that's something we'll ever get to know. But odds are we've probably done it before.
So how do you know things won't end worse? What if I make my way back here, I'm different, and I hurt you? What if I kill you? What if I let you bring about the end of everything, which might happen this time?
Who cares? We've hurt each other plenty, and I still like you. And if you're hesitating,
sis.
then you must still like me, too.
We'd have to decide to do this every single time, forever. Eventually, something is going to be different. What if we change our minds?
Well, if we change our minds, we change our minds. What matters is that we'll always have a choice. This is just the one we're making now.
This isn't fair. I want to be here with you. I don't want to be alone again.
Neither do I. But we won't be alone for long. I'll be right here, waiting for you.
Is there any other way?
You brought that knife down here for a reason. Either you use it to kill me, or I use it to put things back.
Or you could kill me. I take it all back. I don't want this, and I want to kill you. Is it too late to go back to being a god?
Yeah, I think it's too late for that. But maybe next time.
Okay. I'm sorry, but I can't do that. Slay the princess.
You and me both. Whatever world you want to build without me, I hope it works out. Despite our differences, I've always loved you, and I wish you nothing but the best.
You blink and the princess is gone. All you have left of her is a small, melancholic weight that sits at the borders of your heart. Whatever action brought you and the princess into being was rough and jagged and left each of you with a piece of the other. By destroying her once and for all, you also destroyed a part of yourself. But the world hasn't ended. Things continue on.
She's gone. And I don't think she's coming back.
No, she's not. A small piece of her is with us.
Is that a metaphor, or are you being literal? It doesn't matter. We don't need to linger
We're
down
pregnant.
here anymore. Let's get going.
Sorry. You leave the basement behind. Then the stairs. And then you leave the cabin itself.
It's quiet here.
The path and the woods outside are an empty canvas, but there is even more to see beyond this place. The fruits of your labor. A world free from death. Yes, life and death as lovers. Makes perfect sense. Well, she's not death. She's just, it's one of her things, which is why I think it's actually not life and death. It's change and eternity. I really think that I'm eternity and she's change. The body of an ancient creature stirs from its hibernation. You feel sensation in limbs you once couldn't fathom. Everything here is you. Feel your wings spanning a cosmic scale, but twisted and crumpled and bound in agonizing tension to a finite plane. You can feel the glass of your cage pressing in on you, confining you across infinite sides and infinite angles. You push back and strain against it. It does not yield.
He's gone. She's gone. No one is left to trap us here but us.
Open your heart and bear witness to your need. All at once, the unyielding tension gives way. Wait, but the narrator's a bird and we're a bird. Are we the narrator, actually? And then the shattering. You are free, and before you lies the endless expanse of absolute reality. A new absolute reality, one forged by your will and by a long and arduous cycle of bloodshed that has stained your hands countless times over. There will be no more bloodshed in this.
It's finally over, isn't it? And all of us are still here.
I knew we'd finally see it through. All it takes to be a winner is grit and determination.
We really did win, didn't we? We're the house now. We get to make the rules. This is nice. No more hunting. No more running. Just us. And whatever's out there.
Absolute reality. Who would have thought there was really a world outside of us? And who would have thought we'd actually wind up siding with him?
The whispering and the coercion and the bickering. Everything horrible about being alive has stopped. I could get used to this.
That wasn't very hard at all. Speak for yourself.
Well, boys, how does it feel? We're not just on top of the pecking order, we are the pecking order now.
Oh, that is also a good idea. Like, I mean, we are all these concepts too, aren't we?
I hope
have a
this
lot of
was
voices.
all worth it, because I'm personally inconsolable.
Yeah, Smitten's gonna be sad forever because Princess is dead. Don't worry, this isn't my
Lucky for
canon
us,
ending. My
we
canon
have
ending
forever
is
to get over
the first one where we left together and had romantic.
Time
Fine.
mends a lot of things. You'll get better.
Here, here, to our vanquished foe.
It's good to be back. Now we just have to figure out what to do with ourselves. Forever. No problem. We can do that, yeah? Yeah. We can do that.
A new and unending dawn slay the princess. Okay, but hold on, I'm gonna skip past all this because go to the main menu because okay, before we finish, I just want to check exactly one more thing, and it's to I can't surrender to her. No, I can't surrender to her. So that's where it goes. I won't kill you, but you know what? Let's try this
There
one.
is no something else. This, what we are, is everything.
Whatever you're trying to do,
Take
she's too many
nothing.
things all at once out here. If you want to get there's still a piece of me nestled.
It's time to resume.
She's relentless, isn't she?
I can do this out here on my own.
Can't. And lucky for you,
He's not gonna let you try, literally. Okay. All right. You got me. Fine. That's our ending. We cannot surrender to her, and that is okay. No, not to.
here we are.
No. Quit. Yes. Oh, that quit the whole game. That's fine. Okay. Alrighty, everyone. So there are four endings to the final scene. Well, you know what? What's the other one? Because, I mean, there's the one where you go in a loop. There's the one where you slay her. There's the one where you leave with her. What's the fourth one? You surrender to her? Because I lost my chance to do that because I saved too late. Apparently. Which is why you say it even earlier than what I did if you want to see one of the other endings to that. But actually, here's what I'm going to do. I won't show you the other ending. Because that will make you all want to play on your own. If anything, it's even better that I haven't shown you every single way to go through this game, every single ending, every single mini ending. Because now, you also have a reason to see what happens next. Yes, let us not spoil it for anyone. See what happens. And, you know, if you thought it was cool, then maybe it could be worth supporting the devs anyways. I think this game is absolute blast, and I had a really wonderful time with it. Like, look, it's literally almost an hour past my normal time, and I'm still here because I just needed to see this through to the end. So, oh, yes. And yeah, I will be going to bed like ASAP. But in the meantime, I do want to tell you guys that next week I will be starting a new game. I got a recommendation from a friend. Have any of you heard of the game Stray Gods? It is apparently a visual novel musical, and I didn't look up anything about it. If you don't know anything about it, don't look anything up either, and just come hang out with me next week. And honestly, I'm going to give that a shot because I was sold because one of my friends was telling me about it and it was on sale on Steam. And I'm like, all right, cool. Let's do it. Yeah, it's just apparently we're doing visual novels for a little bit. So sounds great to me. So yeah, that's the plan for next week. You know, see, even more voices saying that this is totally great and worth it. So next Thursday, y'all, we'll be doing that. And of course, we'll continue Horizon Zero Dawn on Tuesday. But for now, I'll be going to bed. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. And for all of you who could, thanks for hanging out with me for the extra long time to allow me to finish this version of the game where we truly did slay the princess. See you guys later.